means we can begin this the actually streaming the session first of all before
Legal.
yeah. Just casually making lost media. It's like, where's session 19? I don't know. Forgot to press the record
Great
button.
question. Get out of here.
Ah, shut up, Terry. But yeah, welcome everybody.
Where goes to me?
I'm not toxic, but shut up, Terry.
I'm not toxic, but
That's a trick question. I'm always toxic.
Yeah.
Oh boy. But yeah.
Hey boy.
Welcome to session 19, as you are all still here somehow. About to reach session 20, and then it's gonna be 25, and then 26, and at 26 you realize that, hey, you've been here for half a year. And then it's gonna hurt when you realize that time is fleeting.
I already accepted that fact.
Have you?
Moving on. No. Jokes. Let's see. Where are we? Character sheet. Crap. With that said, finally now, at least, what's it? Can't. My brain. Okay, I give up. There was a sentence there, but it was lost to the list.
Lost in translation.
Lost in translation. Exactly. Required timing, so whatever it was, it's gone now. We're not getting it back.
So anything you like to say to me before the session start? Any expectations? Anything that would,
Quest.
A quest will arrive, perhaps, and when it arrives, will you be prepared for it? That's the question.
Let's go.
Let's go.
No, let's go.
Let's go, he says.
That's question. Survive.
Current objective, survive.
That is the philosophy, Terry.
Well, at the moment, we're kind of just on a bit of a road trip. We know at some point we got to go save the world, but how we kind of get there is very vague.
I believe. Well, I feel bad for whatever state of mind Borm's gonna be in for the start of this adventure, given the fact that he woke up after heavily drinking, drank some more, and then went back to bed.
With someone.
And slept with.
So we're gonna see where that leaves you, but
And
if
if she's not pleased, sacrifice the virgin, Terry.
he's like 25 in a medieval world. I mean, like, what do you
Yes,
expect?
and
Not everyone can be the charmer Vorm is.
says
Worm is so uncharming.
Says literally a charisma of like what, 20?
22.
22.
22.
22.
I can be physically attractive all I want. I'm literally constructed by a god here. But with that said, my personality has a lot of work.
Yeah, you're very you're literally the archetype of a serial killer. Like, very charming, very high chance of killing someone.
No, it's whenever he gets into a relationship, he's like, so, like, he meets someone. Oh, who? Your parents or something? No. My god, they're a bit possessive.
And so so you can see me with her properly. I'm gonna kill you, so you're so.
I need you to go talk to my god because she won't return my call.
Don't worry, if they approve of you, we'll know very soon.
Oh my god!
Oh goodness!
No,
It's just trial by fire. By fire means
somewhere out there, there's like a fucking small graveyard that is just Terry sexes.
They were not approved.
There's like a shrine. There's like a graveyard. It's like,
Has anyone actually been accepted? Anyone actually come back and they just left immediately? Mentally scarred. They just ran away.
There was one. There's one that just like woke up after he stabbed him.
I'm telling you, like whenever he dies, he sees like this wonderful kind of this like heaven kind of scenario. Anyone else dies, they see just this eldritch creature.
I literally imagine Terry's just have like Terry is just unhinged. There's no god. He just
There's no god.
he just does a bunch of fucking drugs, goes into a coma for a week, comes back. I'm at a goddess. I must kill for
I
her.
feel like I just have like double the max points I've been letting on, and I haven't actually died any of the time.
It's like, what is your god's name? Cthulhu Fatah.
Start speaking in Draconic.
Also, I love the fact you're all
It's just because you don't know the god's name. It's the only reason you're still sane.
also love the fact that they forgot to like update every single one of your health pools and levels because you're all 14.
Yeah.
It's been
built
a
different, you know?
hectic month.
Don't say.
Not to mention that the one.
Oh yeah, Vorm. Let me know when you're able to do a beta test run. I still wanna grab a. Really, I'm sorry last time, Eric. That was just really poor timing.
Yeah, I know, it's fine.
Today, tomorrow.
Bologna, potato.
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 Yeah, so interestingly enough, Callie and Terry, I got all your stuff down. Julie's, Worms, and Gens, nah. It's still
Clearly because I take priority.
Oh shut
early.
up. Oh shut up. Don't make you okay, so
How do I annoy Eric immediately?
shut up.
Excuse him of playing favorites.
Oh god.
Alright.
So oh boy. Yeah. I guess I need to begin this before I'm actually just gonna end up
Probably
in
would
this.
help.
So I have a question that I ask every single fucking session in any campaign. Are you ready? Y'all ready?
No.
Y'all present?
Let's go.
Captain!
4 hours of sleep, 6 charisma. Let's go.
6 charisma. Oh.
10 out of 10.
Oh god. So, last we fucking left off, you were a part.
We don't need the full recap.
Yeah, oh no, they need the full recap.
No. Don't worry. You kill a draw, participated in a ritual and making a new lich, got teleported back to the place of where you were actually captured from, stayed in an inn, drank a lot, competed with the fucking cook and lost, went to bed,
Terry.
Callie being
Deceptively strong arms.
I kicked Terry in the face.
yeah,
Yeah.
and Callie basically being a de facto mom for the evening.
Designated
Everybody
photo person.
went to bed. Sarah woke up, started cleaning up stuff, realized that someone is also here. Worm is waken up by a cat, and then 6 souls. A lot of awkward conversation and drinking later. And 6 souls gave an offer to Worm that he didn't want to refuse.
It wasn't so much as an offer as a
A threat.
low-level kidnapping.
Oh, level kidnapping. So yeah.
The whole level.
As we left off, Worm is busy,
Yeah.
and the rest of you are in the first floor of the inn, already cleaned up. The cook and Dovkin are still asleep in the nearby table, as the stew has been prepared. And yeah, what would you? Oh goddamn! What would you like to do? As looking outside. And of course, because Terry fucking jumped through a window, you all know that there is like a good 1.5 feet of snow outside, and it's cold. So yeah.
Ah, see the winters in the mountains. Freezing up there. Did you get winter in the Feywild? I say as like why we go inside, presumably from the blizzard of.
I'm from the summer court. We don't get winter there.
That sounds uncomfortably warm.
Can you survive in the winter? You're just gonna die in the cold.
Constitution check.
Oh man, I'm not good at that.
No. I mean, you literally
I'm
just
joking,
got a
of course.
dip and you got inside. It's not like you're locked in the blizzard forever
Trapped.
yet.
Yet.
Uh,
I'll offer Callie some hot cocoa.
Thank you.
Cocoa from.
Alright.
Get that from.
And
Where'd you get that?
Levels of spear.
and I'll take my very makeshift leather cloak and put it around her to keep her warm.
Really trying to take the mother role. Fighting.
I
for
did
it.
last night.
Oh,
Alright.
so yeah. It's a
I'm not going to be calling this bug mommy yet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Whoa. That means you have a chance.
Hold
Kelly.
up. But yeah, no. Terry's gonna make his way over to the good old fireplace and just warm himself up a bit here.
Yeah.
I have to.
So,
So,
of course, the interesting thing about your blade, Terry, it
Okay,
still
yes.
has the paw of orange brightness still imprinted into it, even though you have like picked it up.
it's cooled
and-
off. now.
Yeah, no, it's still glowing.
Arcana check.
Roll me your Arcana check.
Give me a- Oh goodness, this is probably gonna be bad, but let's see what it is. It's literally the most straight average you can get. Let's go.
Common human observations. You don't know what the fuck it is.
Understandable.
The blade, of course, is cold when you've been basically outside and dipped in the thing. And the place where the paw print was printed, printed. There's a slight warmth to it compared to the rest of the cold blade, but besides that, you don't know what the fuck this is.
Well, I'll ask her when she's up. I kind of we're gonna sheath the blade at the moment, and no reason to have a giant sword out. Well, I shouldn't say giant. No reason to have a sword out when you're just enjoying a campfire here, relaxing.
Your scabbard catches fire.
Dang it! I didn't activate smite on purpose. No. Yeah. So kind of. Now here comes to both the awkward situation where you have to make small talk in and out of character.
I mean, not really, because it's like 6 a.m. and it's dark outside, and eventually you just hear the tankard shift and drop on the floor as you see Dovkin
goodness.
raises his head and looks around. Shit, I cannot feel my face. Ugh.
You look like you need about 5 more hours of sleep.
Yeah.
I will quickly press the digitation to clean his face up.
As he literally like walks like a good 15 feet forward towards you, Terry, and just kind of drops in the fur pelt, like the bear pelt that is like near to the fireplace, and just kind of passes out again.
That's rough, buddy.
Yeah, we should just probably let him sleep that off.
No, I would complain more, but I don't have to worry too much about hangovers in that regard. Good
Oh,
old
you
healing
lucky
magic
bastard.
usually does. Well, you know what? Next time you train your stomach to be iron, and happen to also be a purebred paladin such as I, then you could take
Huh.
With that said, and I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Old are you? Forgive my manners, but my eyes are not sharp enough to discern.
Who are you asking this?
I'm asking again.
Oh, me?
Character interaction, not.
The kid's over there just eating the soup, just proud of what he.
Get out of
like, he's like, yeah, I am the ultimate wingman. That's what he's thinking.
He doesn't even hear me. He's just too busy approving of his own work.
Yeah.
So, Julie, did you put on makeup this morning?
Oh, you noticed. Thank you.
Eh.
Finally had a chance to actually prep up. It's been a minute.
So that's where the that makes more sense.
I'm sorry, what?
No context.
Wow. Wow.
Just turn and look at him like, did you? Just giving him a look like, do you want to die?
Terry just cracks a slight smile. Slight grin of the most irritating fashion.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you are just the funniest little paladin I've ever met. And I'll tap his shoulder and cast heat metal.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna cast a counter spell to that. Get out of here! We're just gonna. Poof.
Oh god.
I don't feel like heating up my entire chainmail set of armor today.
Yeah, all of a sudden you just see the fucking chainmail like just starts to like turn bright orange. You're like, no, we're not having this today.
Yeah, so like it just like starts glowing and then.
Yeah. Also, Julie, do you really want Terry hot and bothered? Let's be honest.
No. It would take a lot more than to warm me up.
Yeah.
But oh.
Just a kind reminder, Terry. You are short a finger, and I believe I'm the only one here that could actually fix that. Might want to be a
would
little nicer in the
appreciate
future.
that. But then again, I'm the only one who here has walked off death so far, so fingers minor comparatively.
Your god really does work in mysterious ways. It's like I'll bring you back from the death, but calf finger, nah, can't help you.
I think
that is
I
why
think she
you
somewhat
are.
encourages the pain.
I mean, that's simple because he didn't die while losing his finger. That's why.
Yeah.
See, if I had died by losing my finger, then we might be talking. But
Yeah. I mean, if you want Julie to send you to her again to see if she'll fix you.
Oh,
I'd
Terry's just like,
contemplate.
can someone please stab me? Why? I need to enter
Need to make a call.
negotiations.
yeah. For
I
all
wonder what a
intents and
normal conversation is like these days.
for all intents and purposes, you literally have the tavern for yourself. Not a soul, except for occasional squeak above the second floor.
Ew.
Poor Callie.
Mhm.
You almost got stuck in there.
Hey,
Welcome.
hey, Callie, how are you doing? You got, grabbed out of bed and jumped out a window. How are you feeling?
Was doing her a
Well,
favor.
it was nice until I was falling, and then it was terrifying, and then it got really cold.
So I have a question.
Oh, he has a question.
Not a question, more like a thing. Everybody roll perception.
Son of a.
Okay.
Listen here.
None of
You
us
know I have
hear
a 0
the
plus
bed
modifier
squeaking.
to this. It's just
Perception.
got 50. I'll take it. It's the best I'm. Yes.
So,
Outmatched.
to put in perspective, you're basically chilling by the table closest to, like, most of you except for Terry. You're chilling by the table closest almost to the entrance, and of course, 20 feet away, there's the bar, and there's like a small kitchen area, and there's like a back door that you assume leads to the stables, how it's all positioned, and all of a sudden, you just hear a click. Again, Julie, Callie, you just hear a click and you just go silent as you see a
I've been murdered.
gray robed figure just slightly open up the door and just start to go in.
How you doing? Raise,
No.
raises
Terry,
a
you
hand.
haven't seen them.
Oh, well, you saw. You went through the trouble of describing it in detail. Out of 15. Not this time though. I love how my good roll for a perception is equal to the modifier
How do I
Ben
say this?
has to the roll.
The hood is up. It does not look like it's a traveler, more like trying to be sneaky, being quiet.
Trying again with a 15.
So he,
modifier.
like, just trying to spy in on who's inside.
No, he literally opens up the door, goes in, but he like looks around in the kitchen area and not even realizing to look further in because it's kind of dark outside and there's only light from the fireplace and a few candles in the area. So he's basically looking over the kitchen like he's looking for something. He's not looking at your direction at the moment. You see him. He didn't see you yet. Anything you like to do?
Be casually, blissfully unaware. Let's go.
Just-
Is the bartender still out here, or it was just us down here?
The bartender. Well, the cook. The barmaid didn't know where she is. The cook is sleeping on the next table. Not on the next table, like just sleeping.
You know, head on the table,
Yeah.
knocked out.
Yeah.
Goodness.
I'll just cast Mage Hand, tap the cook on the shoulder, and kind of point towards the kitchen.
The cook is.
I think he's like,
Yeah,
he's like passed out drunk.
Yeah, he is dead asleep.
He's out, man.
I will like get up and go and grab a bowl and fix some stew, and just like walk to an empty.
As soon as you do, you see the gray figure immediately like look at your direction, and immediately scuttle back into the door and just close it swiftly. And all you can hear, all of you can hear with the best perception, that all of a sudden you hear like someone is like running like behind the room, somebody opening up a window, and just a bunch of crunching snow going more and more distant away.
Man, I can't tell if the people trying to get us killed are really getting terrible at hiring assassins, or
I gotta look at Julie and Kelly, mainly Julie. I'm like, should we go after him? Like,
I mean, if you want me
About how far would you say the person is from us? Like from us to the kitchen?
I mean, you all, it would be like a good 20 seconds now, because you all just heard him just close the door and just like open up a window like in the room that he went into, and you hear sudden running sounds on the snow, and it just becomes distant in a matter of few seconds.
yeah.
Oh,
So wait, he went
didn't
into
react
a
fast enough.
room, or did he go out the front door?
No. He literally
Going out the back door.
Yeah, he literally came through the back door, looked around, spotted you that you're there, and he immediately backtracked where he went from.
Oh, okay. He went out the back door. Yeah.
Illegal.
I'm gonna go back towards the back door, like see if I see which way he ran off.
Okay. So you
I'll
see
follow
that.
him.
So you go to the back room. You see behind like there's like a smaller like storage unit for like potatoes, cabbage, food. Basically, just a storage room. And you see there's just a singular window that's left open. And you basically see a bunch of like uh, like uh, prints on the snow that shows that somebody got landed on force and then began to just run away from the place. Additionally, you see careful footsteps, like somebody sneaking in with going into this window. So at this point, you assume that he got in and got out the same way for this window. As for looking for him from the window, you don't see him because it's literally like it's pitch dark and it's like kind of a bit of a blizzard. It's cold outside.
Okay. Well, that's weird. He's gone.
That's weird.
uh,
He's gone.
At a glance, how big are the footprints? Is it like halfling size, normal
No,
human size?
definitely a human size. And
Okay.
interesting enough, it looks like it's not like normal like leather boots. They look like nice boots, like with soles and everything, like an expert cobbler made them. Just passive investigation.
We're sneaking in from the back, looking around. A thief. See if he could rob the place, or they were looking. They were looking for something particular, or someone.
That's up to you to decide what it is. But for now, the person has ran away into the blizzard.
These.
They're gone. I don't know if it's still open. Yeah.
I mean, do we care a lot about tracking this person down, or are we gonna let this one die dead for the moment?
Wanted breakfast. Then you realize, the person wasn't there. Nothing to worry about, I'm sure.
All right
I
then.
mean, the best we can do is inform Cook whenever he wakes up. If we're still here by then.
Yeah, I suppose that would be the best option at this point.
So, a good
Anyone know the
hour-
alarms?
So a good hour passes. A lot of idle chat later.
What is going on with Warm though? Is he just sleeping?
We hear him crashing every now and
No. Let's just say Borum. It's not something you expect.
Lovely. Did he have any expectations in the situation?
Well, I feel like one of them is probably not getting killed, which that happens. So.
I mean, he expected to die.
Immediately, the situation is better than I assumed. No, I think I've gotten past. I don't think I'm going to be murdered yet. I still hold firm to the idea one day I shall wake up with my kidneys gone, but not today.
Not today. Today you get to keep the kidneys.
Not for the first.
So, okay. An hour idle chat later, Warren returns, and Warren, it's been alright. It's
been alright.
It's been a ride.
What time of day
Alright,
is it, by the way?
It's about 6:30 in the morning. You woke up very
My
early.
God, why did we wake up so early?
Because we went
mean,
to
I'm the
bed
only
early.
Yeah, you
Because
drank-
we were dragged to bed early in the
you drank from like noon to like 9 p.m.
Oh yeah, I suppose yeah. fair
yeah, and we were dragged to bed, forced into bed.
I'm gonna fine. I'm gonna come down the
chaotic
stairs.
energy of this party.
Is there any food remaining?
Yes, there is plenty of food. Also, fun fact: after leaving the second floor and getting down the stairs, the familiar cat follows you.
Fun.
I have accepted. This is up to your interpretation, either a bodyguard or a warden. I don't know which.
It's both.
I'm gonna go in search of food.
Yeah, I mean, like there's plenty of meat, vegetables, dried meats, and of course the still stew left. Yeah.
I see
1,000
Vorum,
yards,
and I'm just like, I just point him to the table he was sitting at. Like, I got you.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get my fucking hands around your neck. So I'm just gonna literally like
You need a
silently.
drink to get rid of the taste.
I silently walk down, go over, sit down at the table with like some stew. I look like a 1,000-mile stare into the distance, and then I'm just like, so I assume you figured out the horse problem?
Nah.
No.
Really? So you've been making very good use of time, have you?
Okay, do you
We're
want to go
getting
out
to
there?
know each
Point
other.
out there's a
I mean, you
boy,
know.
right?
I just like turn because I've been like looking in a totally opposite direction of all of you. Turn around, look at all of you, just like, no, let's get something fucking straight.
Hey,
You guys, get your shit together. I have problems. I have
th-
things
Thanks,
I'm dealing
Vorum.
with.
that performance? What? Did you get stage fright?
Varn
I
just like
look-
glares at you.
Oh my god. Fuck, dude.
I mean, I look at him like she left the cat with you, so I'm assuming you did something, right?
What's the cat doing?
The cat
What's the cat
sits. What the cat doing? No, the cat is basically sitting on one of those long benches that you're sitting, and just literally, like, how do I say this?
It's
Just-
watching
just-
him like a hawk.
No. It's like basically looking at the table, just like casually. It looks like there's like a hint of pride on the cat.
Right.
I see this pride, I turn back to Vaughn, I'm like, you dog. You impressed the cat, so you did something.
You press-
What are you trying to fucking say?
Oh my god.
No,
These are
I mean-
elven accusations here.
I mean, if the cat was
Elven
watching, he looks
accusations.
right. If it looks right.
Oh goodness. I just
A strong
Like,
answer.
If I take a bowl of the stew over and sit it next to me.
remind me never to ask again for dating advice.
Mm-hmm.
I know, I'm watching this, I'm just staring at him. I look at the rest of you and I'm just like, see? You ain't fucking done.
I cannot wait until the
This is the guy that you think's got my
I am
back.
going to wingman everybody.
and then everybody.
Everybody, that's not a that's
That's-
a promise.
That's a threat.
It's a threat.
Yes, it is.
Ah.
Everyone except for Julie, because I don't think Julie needs any help.
Hi. So yeah, you give a bowl of stew and it consumes the stew. or like it's not, you don't give like a massive bowl, but still, whatever you put in, it consumes, even the bone.
Cool.
Does it have any skinned goblin in it? Sorry, we encounters here that leads to the question. Yeah, wait, yeah, I don't believe Callie was there for that.
No, she wasn't.
Hey, Callie, I want to hear the time I was almost cooked alive.
Want to hear the time they willingly ate goblins?
What?
Yeah.
I take that as a yes. So, I had just been murdered, and
Like most days, it began with me getting murdered.
Your first stories about you getting like starting a story with like, so I just got murdered.
and the ironic thing is this is completely accurate. Eric's can confirm.
Yeah.
I mean, he was knocked out. They were dragging. He looked dead.
Oh. Okay, no, I want to clarify. I was ran through. I pull up the chainmail and reveal a scar. It's just clear cut scar from the front to the back. Yeah, and then I woke up on a pile of dead bodies. Then woke up again, getting dragged and about to be thrown into a stew. Luckily, goblins look rather stupid, and they can't really tell humans apart. So I was able to blend in after escaping, thanks to thanks to I think it was Julie. Also, I got called slave a couple times, so that's a different thing.
Yeah. But that aside, you then all went, I'm hungry, and decided to eat the pot of goblin organs.
Okay. So.
Wait, you guys actually ate that? I was asleep for that.
Wait, were you?
Yes.
Oh yeah, he was. He was.
Was I the only witness to this?
Yes.
I was almost cooked in that stew. They probably had a live goblin in there. What were you thinking?
They had a lot of stuff.
I'm pretty sure they fucking did. I'm pretty sure they threw someone in there.
Oh, they threw a lot of things in there.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
And am I glad I have already eaten this morning?
I mean, it was so delicious, you have no idea. Also, speaking of what, all of a sudden, the front doors of the inn just get kicked open, and in comes a very well-dressed human, maybe in his mid-50s, with a long, bright, white beard, and this very nice greenish noble clothing, and carrying a tome to his side. All of you recognize something familiar about this, as you've seen someone a lot older in a glass coffin just yesterday.
Oh, okay, I thought it was like a Platinum Seas person. I was like, no, not you again.
No.
I like the tan. Looking more healthy.
Well, good morning, Sir Duck.
So here's the thing. Also, the best part is as soon as the doors get he literally kicks the door open, and as soon as the fucking Goliath just says, "Oh, welcome to the inn," I will like to.
Oh, now you're awake.
No, he's still asleep.
No,
Never mind.
As the
it's
familiar
the
human walks in and looks upon and says, "Ah, I see you're quite punctual." And yes, I'm raised from the south, which we tend to have more darker complexion of skin.
Not me. Hell is a rabbit. Well, I guess. Yeah.
He kind of overlooks all
Cold
of
climates.
You. So, I assume you're up and able for a task?
Oh, I know I am.
Yes, I am, and I look again.
you see him get about to say something, he gets the look from he's like, "Stew?"
Oh goodness. Yep. What do you have for us? I mean, it's not every day you resurrect a lich.
He walks
Give my
up to
lack
the
of terminology.
table, and Emil looks at you, Terry, and says, "Don't say that openly, or else we are all gonna be in trouble. For what you did would sentence you to death tenfold."
Man, 10 times? That's a lot.
Didn't
You know that does not have the impact it should have on Terry.
Yeah, he just shrugs that off like, really? Yeah. Okay. And but you just hear Gin, like, cause he's still over, like fixing stew. And he's like, didn't you hear that from Form's girlfriend? And she like dragged him upstairs.
Apologies, I'll keep my mouth shut.
As for food, I require neither food, drink, neither air. For this is just a simple illusion to walk
It's just
amongst
a
the
sad life.
Honestly,
Oh, an
you
illusion.
don't need
Oh.
food, but can you at least taste it? Like, this is soup out.
Like that's all you guys'
Right.
main concern is like, oh, no food.
It's like you don't need food,
It's
but
just
do
a
you still
sad
enjoy
life.
food? As I like hold a bowl, like
Can you
you
still,
can still enjoy
can you
it.
still taste it? Can you still taste it?
Roll me a persuasion check, Cal.
Yes!
Oh, you gotta befriend the lich now.
I want to assist in it as I'm like holding a bowl for him.
Sure.
You can roll with advantage.
Callie, I believe in you.
Okay, here's the first roll. Nah.
Oh god.
Ooh.
You needed that
Ow.
advantage. You needed that advantage.
Ow.
I did.
You can do inspiration on yourself.
Hey,
There you
25!
Okay.
Or
So
go bird.
give me a second. Uh, so, there's his whole stature is one of urgency and authority. But then when he like sees you at the table, he kind of just like stops, looks you, and there's like this like look of nostalgia and memory in his face as he kind of snaps his fingers and a magical not chest, but like a chair manifests below him as he sits. He grabs his tome and rips a singular page that just sprouts out emerald fire, and the page, as soon as it gets ripped, gets immediately replaced. And he gives you the page, Terry. Even for a sorcerer who never touched a book in its life, can easily learn how to make food out of scraps of nothing. I give you this. As for this spell alone, was I been decided worthy of ascension into lichhood.
It's the hero.
Yes,
spell,
but
isn't
can
it?
he eat food?
Where does it create food and water spell? Like, there's multiple
Mm.
food spells.
Oh,
We gotta
no,
be
this is-
specific.
And this is his like special
Yeah,
duck
this
stew.
is
This is next level.
this is if you want to write it down, I can say what it is, but at the moment,
I mean, Terry, he did hand it to you, so right.
so it gives Terry. And as for the food, he just says, "Callie, I can't taste it, but I tasted enough. For now, we got more pressing matters." As he presses on the keg that is like on the table, the massive keg, and there's like this tiny little green lightning, and the whole keg just kind of disintegrates and evaporates with all the liquid. Then he wipes the dust off the table, and he gets the tome out, and he kind of rolls it for a moment, and you see just this massive scroll appear in the middle of the tome and just sprawls out. Roll me a history check, all of you, on what the fuck you see.
Boy.
History.
Except for Callie.
Okay.
Callie with disadvantage.
Aww.
You came from the
Feywild!
Feywild. But to be fair here,
Dang it.
9. Meow.
Yeah.
With oof, what are these rolls? Just eating up all of those.
Yeah, it's an 8.
Woo!
It's an 8.
There we go, Gen coming in with a steal again.
No.
Apparently
No,
knows a lot about
Borum 20. Okay,
Woo!
Borum.
Illegal.
Immediately you see the familiar borders of the Empire, but this is different. This it has not a lot of cities, not a lot of landmarks you're familiar, and there's missing a massive scar. Whatever this map is probably ancient and probably shows an ancient probably it's of an ancient time prior to the fuckery that Ducklick underwent, and then he just kind of presses a finger in a specific part of the of the map. And Terry, you know that this part where he's pressing is the top right side of the continent. That is the UKP territory.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That being okay, I can't remember. Is this the place that we partly overthrew, or the part where I died?
This is
or
this
both.
is this is both. Yeah. As he points at the delegation proclaims, the golden dragon Paranama was a fickle thing, shy at best, timid at worst, but did aid us quite a bit and gave us a bit foresight. One of them helped me invent the spell that you now hold. And we never did find its lair, as it was a secondary priority besides winning the war. But I did do my research, trying to figure out the specifics. And now seeing that if we're after the same named dragon, it's paramount to fully be indulged in this. Otherwise, the world will be doomed. So I'll be sending you there.
Cool.
Oh, okay. So we're just going there.
At this point, Tay just looks visibly uncomfortable with the idea of going there, but I'm
And-
guessing there's no other option.
Not at the moment. That's the best lead I have up to this point, and it's been 7 centuries. Who knows how
Based
much...
on the distance, how long would it normally take to travel there?
Warham?
I mean, I assume he's going to portal us or something, but...
Yeah. From there to there, first of all, you don't even know if, like, because he's pointing at, like, the map is not big, it's not detailed of, like, specific. Wherever he points, it's just mountains. So it could, like, going there to, like, the mountain area might take you, like, half a year. The long route. Not to mention in the middle of the mountains.
Oh. I guess we just suit up, get ready.
Vorum's like, oh shit, my equipment's upstairs.
Is it cold over there?
I think I could have a hand with something.
It is cold.
I'm gonna need to buy a coat.
Need to buy a coat.
I pull out like the mini furs I have. Like what?
Can I interest you?
It's like what you? I got you covered. We got all this.
We got werewolf pelt. We got probably human pelt in there.
I got fur pelt. I got a fur coat. You know, we got from the goblins. Now that I have this disgustingly ugly sweater, I don't need.
A click. Question here. I think it's best, given an extensive history with the area, that people don't recognize me right off the bat. Do you happen to know any spell that could just semi-permanently just change my face, make it less recognizable?
A hammer.
While he's talking, I'm over there like measuring Callie with this minute tour.
Regular size Callie's like 3.5 feet.
Definitely
He's
just
like,
responds. I do not have any sort of spell at this very moment, nor do I think you need it. Unless over the past 7 centuries, somebody decided to make a home out of one of the potential spots for a dragon slayer.
Given our luck. All right then. I'll
Well, I
take your
mean,
word for
I
it.
do have a disguise kit and I'm proficient with it. I can make you look like whoever you want.
If we're doing that, I have my own method for that. I was the one who originally offered to disguise you. Good old. Again, perhaps we shouldn't talk about this so openly. Look over at hopefully the still sleeping barkeep.
Yeah, it's still asleep.
It's like,
So, with that fact, I think we should gear up. Get any loose sets of gear. Vorum, I wish you the best of luck.
yeah, Borum, go get your stuff, Borum. I'm still over there fitting Callie. I'm like, yeah, go.
Go.
Oh, stinky. And all right.
So, Warren,
Mm-hmm.
you're a smart dude. You got your gear before going out. You're a professional.
Apparently.
Unconscious, like he doesn't realize. Unconsciously, he grabbed everything before leaving the room because he was in a daze.
Some survival sense.
He's like, I forgot all my stuff in the room, and then he just looks down. Oh wait, never mind. Just looks at him.
Good.
He's so proficient at one night stands, he just does it subconsciously.
Oh god.
Yeah.
No, he's expertise is silly.
Whenever he undresses, he just chucks everything into his bag of holding, knowing that he just needs.
Exactly.
I love it, all
Everything
you're
else-
deciding. Is this on my behalf?
Yeah.
Well,
But yeah,
Only for you.
everybody gets ready.
Yeah, I have properly fitted Holly with a fur coat.
Okay. So,
Oh goodness.
as all of you are led outside, and Ducklick immediately drops his facade as a established noble human and becomes a lich, a spark of green in the blizzard, as he starts to chant, and greenish circle manifests all around you. And after a minute, poof, and all you vanish, never to be seen again. Just kidding.
You're
Just
really good at making ground.
That wouldn't be surprising.
Wouldn't be
And we're
surprising.
all in the negative energy dimension.
You wish.
Speak for yourself. I'm currently not in the mood for wishing for that. Thank you very
Okay.
much.
So, interestingly enough, all of you imagine hitting immense cold and probably high altitude because cold mountains. But all of a sudden, you're just fuck.
You're just
We're all just
everyone-
fucked. We just
No.
realized we're all
No.
fucked.
No. All of you suddenly just feel wetness on the ground, a sudden burst of hot air, and
hot air.
hot air, and just this very moist, not mold, moist moss on the
Mildew.
ground. As you look around, and you just see that there's just a jungle area in what you soon realize is like surrounded by mountains. as if like a tiny oasis in a mountainous area of a forest. Oh no, the cat goes with you.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I was just gonna ask. Like,
Or the cat follows you. I'll tell you where the cat is. It's up to you to decide, because cat has the mind of his own. Oh, that case pet. But yeah, as Ducklick just looks around, just says, "Well, this is not what I expected."
You take the damn coat
it,
off.
it has been several centuries.
It is.
I mean, with the number of teleports we've had, this is probably the first one that's actually gone wrong, or not to the place we wanted it to.
Like you see Ducklick immediately like kind of flip through his stone, looks a bit. No, he kind of closes his stone. This is the place. What the? It's in the middle. It's almost winter. We're about a mile from the sea level, surrounded by mountains, but it's still in the jungle. As he kind of looks a bit around, but confused. And then he looks upon all of you and just says, "Well, my task here is done. Report any findings if you find the lair."
Got it.
As he
Oh, so all right. So you were just the lift ride, okay?
I
Just
must
for clarification, exactly what are we looking for again?
We're looking for a lair, apparently. The
Oh.
dragon's lair.
a lair specifically of a dragon, more specifically of a golden dragon.
Well, do we get any
Right
other,
then.
like, can you point us in a direction that it might be? So we just
I
don't go.
have no clue. As he finishes his channeling and just vanishes.
I have no clue. See ya. Bang.
Yeah.
Stop, and then he stops. Okay.
Well, I'm out of my element. This should be interesting.
This is
Are we
wonderful.
looking for an object or something?
We're looking for a dragon's lair.
I'm gonna just draw a compass, and which way is north? No, I have a compass. I draw it out of my bag.
Interestingly enough, when you go drag your compass, the compass goes just immediately starts spinning.
Brilliant.
Oh,
I think
great.
I've been conned.
Okay, roll me all perception check.
Lovely.
All
I'm
of
just gonna
us?
help Dan.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna help
wait,
Dan.
when we
Dan, you
just
have
did-
advantage.
When we disappeared, did we grab Dofkin or did we leave him there?
You leave him on the fucking mat.
Table?
No, on the fucking bear rug.
The bear skin.
Gen has advantage.
I'm not
Gen,
gonna pretend.
Gen
Okay,
advantage roll. Let's go. Gen with your elf.
Dan gets up on my shoulders.
Hush now, Greggy. I'm searching. Julie, are you there?
Julie's sleeping.
I'm right here. What's up?
Okay. Did you roll? Oh, yes,
Yeah,
you did roll.
26.
Okay.
Good Chad. Now Gen. Julie. Julie. So, looking around.
Oh wow, that was bad.
Well, there's some grass, but mostly moss covers the ground. Some trees that maybe are 10 to 20 feet tall and sprout randomly across the surrounding area. It's maybe like 85 Fahrenheit. It's very like comfortable, very moist. And looking above, you just see mountains like very close, as in like you're enclosed in a space surrounded by mountains. And you do realize that when you're looking from the mountaintops, there's like snow, and every once in a while you just see bits and pieces of snow just fall off. But after some droppage of the snow immediately just dissipates into mist. So wherever you are, this is a jungle biome, but wherever you are is surrounded by mountains, and wherever you exactly are is probably not natural by any means.
Kind of figure.
Alright, so we're in a swampy mountain oasis. Lovely.
Not even swampy. It's like very mossy. There's moist moss, but not like full blown swamps.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, if I was a golden dragon, which way would I? Do I have like a general idea? Are we dead center of this, or does it stretch in any one particular direction?
From your perspective, it looks like you're just in the middle of it.
This might be a retarded question here, but Gan, didn't you get a bow that you said made dragon noises?
Yeah. And I
Did
would
that by
love to
chance
know.
have-
What?
We
Right.
literally been dumped in a swamp and told to look for a dragon in a cave.
Yes. We
Well,
have.
Right,
the
okay,
dragon's
just checking. Just
lair.
Understood.
Not the
DM.
dragon itself, just the lair where it sleeps. If it would be there.
DM, from my knowledge of dragons, like reading it from an actual dragon's lair, would I know anything about what happens or where specifically a golden dragon's lair might be?
Roll me a history check.
That was okay.
I don't know if my first bow was pointed in any direction. All I know is I heard a roar and that's it. I don't know what else this bow did.
Also, we're not sure what the roar actually means.
Yeah.
Could just be.
I mean,
I don't know what 12 will get me.
I mean, you know that golden dragons are like the most isolated dragon there is, and seeing that you're in the middle of like in a jungle, surrounded by snowy mountains, it checks out.
Very
It's possible that the golden dragon made this jungle.
Should we try and get some elevation to get a better view?
I fly up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just
I mean, there's
obvious smoke trails or anything.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, so looking around, you see maybe it's like a square mile of just area surrounded. It's just this jungly forest. Nothing is. Rolling just perception check.
Oh no. Oh no, no, no.
Because with past the perception, you immediately know that when you start to fly like maybe 30 feet above ground, all of a sudden you just start to feel the warmth of the ground, like that nice warmth just suddenly just snap and fade away.
while this is going on, I want to ritually cast like detect magic. So like, when
I
it's
fly
time,
back down. It got a lot colder once I flew up.
Well,
I want to see like
you
if
get a
I
perspective for what's
any,
around, though. Why?
any
Okay, it gets colder.
auras.
You're gonna look. Okay, so you don't see any magic.
No magic around. Nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, and it's like you don't see
Alright,
like.
just a Hail Mary play. Oh, good. Sorry.
Okay, so what you all can see with your past perception when it comes to animals is insects, small bugs, tiny birds, and nothing else. No tiny like mouses or like any bigger animals than like a tiny bird.
Okay. Any tracks? Any signs of anything else being there
No,
or has been there?
no, I can immediately say that it's all mossy, and you can see that there's no tracks that have been made here.
Okay.
Alright,
So
I'm
then,
going to pull out my shadow violin and focus my energy into it and see if and ask the shadow mentally, point us in the direction of the closest dragon, and see if anything happens.
I mean, it can't harm anything, I guess.
Uh,
Huh. Well, I guess I should. Should I try that with my
just,
bow?
just shrugs.
You just see, you just see the shadow manifest in front of you, looks around a bit, and it immediately points at you and itself simultaneously.
You? Me? You?
And all of a sudden, you just get this very emotional boost.
Wow.
It's
Really
either
inspired.
saying you're as wonderful or as awful as a dragon.
I mean, it's Julie.
It's
Julie.
Julie.
It's
It's
gonna
like
be taken as a compliment.
it's pointing me towards Julie, and it's the stuff. It's like, I'm you. What can I tell you?
Who's the cool dragon? I'm the cool dragon.
I mean, should I pull up my bow and try to talk to him and be like, hey, can you tell me where a dragon is?
For half a minute, you look like a madman talking to a bow.
So, great ideas aside.
So, should we
These
just...
Hail Marys here. We're trying. What have you done?
Did you say it was like a square mile?
Yeah, about a square mile from what Callie could see, but when it's going up, it's just become immensely cold all of a sudden.
I mean, we can cover a square mile.
Do we
It'll
want to just
be
walk
difficult.
around this area?
I mean, it was your idea. We've tried
So we
asking
can just-
our
I
random
don't-
magical items.
I
They haven't
don't
been too
think it's a good
helpful.
idea
I feel like
to like.
I feel like this.
split
Yeah, I
the
also
party.
think it's a good idea to just like sit in the middle of a swamp or a jungle.
I just imagine all you doing at the moment. They're literally like in those old school fucking puzzle games. You just press every single item you have in your inventory upon the new thing you found. It's like,
I can't
does
use this
work?
for that. I can't use this for that. I
Yeah.
can't use this for
This
that.
isn't a good time to use this.
It's like,
That- with
this
that
is
said,
not
though,
helpful. This is not helpful.
So I look over at Callie. So all of this area is the same type of environment, jungle, until outside of the mile,
So,
Yes.
right?
if it's
And
expressed
I
for a
look around-
mile... Go ahead.
I look around here, and normally dragons like emit a lot of fear to them, maybe even their lair. So I'm gonna look at one of the I'm gonna look for like one of the most common birds around here. I'm gonna do a locate creature, and I'm gonna see if there's a big gap in anywhere within the mile range that I can push this to.
You think a dragon
Oh.
goes around eating parrots?
No, but I think pirates would be scared of a dragon.
Wait.
Maybe.
So
There are
Maybe.
Could be a nice dragon, who
Maybe.
knows?
Could be a nice.
there's birds.
You're
Wait,
like one of
I'm
those
just gonna
little
ask
fish that kind of follows one of the big ones.
huh?
a bird. I'm just gonna
Those-
ask a bird.
yeah.
Can I just talk to a
Yes,
bird?
Yeah. Oh, come on! Now we're
I
literally
mean-
doing a puzzle game. Hello, Mr.
I
Bird.
mean,
Can you point me in the right direction?
I can speak with animals, so let me just ask a bird. Hey, have you seen a dragon around?
For the dragon lair. Yeah, that was perfectly fine.
Do you know of a dragon
Okay.
layer?
And you say my idea was dumb.
Alright, well, if that's
Jesus.
the case, I won't bother with this then. I'll let I'll let Gen do
Okay,
his thing.
okay, again, I just
Yeah.
get to the animals. And here's the thing. When you start to cast Speak with Animals, all of a sudden you just overflown with sounds of like food, peck, hi, mate, peck, mate, peck, fly, 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 fly. Yeah. So to put in perspective, what kind of fucking birds are there? You know the bird blue jay, right?
Mhm.
Imagine instead of blue, there's this very nice orange and reddish scheme to it instead of blue. A lot of those, a lot of chickadees, if you know what those are.
Mhm.
And they're just like normal, like they have no fear or anything. They just mind their own business. Of course, if you're gonna try to
No
grab
fear.
them, well, no. Like if they just mind their own business, they don't just fly away from you. But like if you get closer, they of course naturally just fly to another branch.
No, they're immune to the fear condition. Come on, range condition. Think about it.
You know, sparrow.
Is that a new plan to try and intimidate birds into talking?
I'm not trying to
Alright.
intimidate.
Tell
I'm
us where
just-
your leader is.
I'm just asking normally. Like, hey,
Yeah,
Well,
can you
but
tell us if
He's not gonna get a straight
Anything.
answer. I can actually just locate object tree and see if there's a clearing by lack of tree in any particular way. If there's like an opening of trees, then you can just.
here's the thing. The trees are all over the place.
Yes, I'm looking for a lack of tree.
Okay.
I'm looking in for a
Okay,
noticeable
can
gap
I-
with
can
trees
I-
by
can
seeing
I-
where
can-
trees
can
are.
Can I do a spoiler alert?
Yes.
Mhm.
This place maybe has not been seen by anybody for 5 centuries. Stuff can overgrow over 5 centuries, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but maybe there's less trees around the giant, around the dragon lair. Maybe.
I mean, you can see on the surface level. You can
Like,
see.
did the dragon
you-
mow
so-
down trees?
so.
And where did
you-
he
you
mow
can-
down
You
trees?
can see, you can feel a lot of trees in all the vicinity. Of course, below there's nothing. Above, it's fucking sky, so no trees there.
So
Bad.
we know that it's warm in this area, particularly in this mile. And when Cali goes up 30 feet, then it
there we go.
loses. So, can we see if we did start walking around? Could we see any openings going down into this mountain?
I mean, are you gonna move, and if so, in which direction? This is not like, ah, yes, I'm gonna use a spell to bypass a whole session.
Well, it's
So,
more like we have no direction to go in which. I just want to know where we should be going. Not a big ass.
Again, it's pretty much it's like the beginning. Pick a direction and let's go.
Yeah,
Alright.
that's pretty
I
much
got
it.
that knife of yours.
So when I said it was dumb,
I mean,
So I just wanted to
pick
try
a
that.
direction and let's go. You know what? I'm just gonna start.
okay, well,
walking.
okay, should we? For directions, do we
Going west.
go from the outside,
Yeah.
like inwards around the mountains, or do we go straight for the middle?
I mean, at the
Like,
moment, at the moment, you from all the perspective that you have in Cali's, you're essentially like in a bowl of mountains. You're
No,
like in a
that's what I
pit.
mean. Are we looking for the dragon around like the mountains, or do we think he's going to be somewhere in the middle?
Do we think that he's in this? That the layer is in this area we in, or do we have to leave this hot area and actually go out of this area? And I'm thinking, let's see if we can find like an entrance, a cave, a hole that's going down within this area before we go out of it.
Wait, we're surrounded by mountains in a odd environment. Maybe we're in the dragon's hold and it's just looking over us.
I look up. Do I see dragon?
No, you just see
Well,
open gray sky, a lot of mountain, a lot of snow, and nothing else.
Again, like something is keeping this particular area warm, and I'm thinking it's something within this mountain here.
Alright, so again, it's gonna be a bit cheeky, but I'm gonna cast locate creature dragon. We're gonna see if.
Why was that not your first move?
No,
Well, I think we
No.
weren't looking for a live dragon. I don't think I'll find anything, but just on the off
Again,
chance.
I don't think we're gonna find a dragon. We're looking for the layer of the dragon that
My hope is
used to
this will
be
turn up
here.
nothing. Yes, my hope this will turn up nothing. That is my hope.
there is nothing.
Thank goodness.
Except.
Get out of here.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. I
That was
I'm just
such a
gonna
good
start
plan.
walking.
Yeah, let's go west. I have a good feeling about west.
Oh, like the old, just like the beginning.
Goodness.
So, going west, you don't need to roll any d10s because there's not much encounter for it. But I need you to all roll me a perception check.
Lovely. I'm just gonna continuously help Dan here. I know my place. I believe in you.
Julie, Jesus. You
Holy
chat, Julie.
Jesus. Nice roll.
Okay. So, Vorum, okay,
It's
everybody,
24.
yeah.
Why
Okay,
am I getting these low rolls?
so, I think Julie got it because Terry is not going to have a high perception. Julie, going west for maybe, like, to get to the end of the mile, it takes you, like, less than 15 minutes, and it's a simple walk, it's just mossy, it's nice, but all of a sudden you feel a difference. The moss was soft at the beginning, now it's a lot more sturdier, more hardy, like you're walking under something hard underneath, and you just start to see with the corners of your eyes that, like, this whole place towards west has more shape to it. It's not wild, natural growth. It looks like it's been done on purpose. And then you spot with just like a slight opening in the moss, and you just see a very nice granite tile underneath the moss. As you scoot slightly over, you realize that you're literally walking on this very nice granite walkway.
Oh, well, would you look at that? My knives never fail me. It looks like we found something interesting.
Yeah. But making your way to the end of the west, there's of course the massive just you immediately realize that this is like not naturally made. This is not natural because there's like just a sudden like smooth granite wall that is like the mountain looking above that is just like smooth and has like this circular formation. And with your all passive perceptions, you start to see moss covered furniture, a table, a few chairs, almost preserved. I mean, damaged, but preserved nonetheless, because besides just getting wet and moldy slightly, they look in good condition. But besides that, it's kind of a dead end, as this place just has quite a few bookcases, no books. Like in the open, not like a building or just a few bookcases, 2 circular tables, about 7 chairs. Anything you like to do?
Hey, Callie, you want to go up a bit and kind of get an upper view for us? For this area?
Sure. I fly up.
30
Just-
feet, immediately cold stings you.
Like,
Don't you have that coat?
I know, I'm gonna wrap the coat around me, but like still have my wings out.
okay, so I gotta get like some cloth. Like,
Or like I don't know, open like I don't know, make holes
but,
for
but
my
roll
wings.
me a perception before the cold stings you. Let's go.
Okay. I don't have that great perception, guys.
I'll inspire you while you're up there.
Just Chuck Terry.
Yay. Was
Oh
it
wait,
again a
Terry has even
D10?
worse.
Terry's worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chuck fucking again then.
Is Julie inspiring me?
Yes, a D10. That's what I believe.
Yes, that's bardic inspiration. Go.
Oh my fucking god.
13.
What the fuck? Valley? Jesus. Yeah, it's just forest. You don't know. Like,
Looks like woods to me.
yeah, it's like you just reach one end of the woods.
Okay.
So yeah.
Fly back
This is-
down.
But with everybody's passive perception, as you're like made by the wall, of course the tables and all that maybe have like 90 feet against the edge of the wall. You realize like maybe 20-25 feet from the actual the end you're going towards in. There's like there's moss, but there's no like bushes or trees growing, just moss. And of course, uncovering the moss, you can see that there's the familiar nice granite path.
this pathway.
And
I say we follow the path.
I mean, it goes to the I guess to the south and to the north. So
So
it's like you're at the outer rim of the place. You can go back in the middle or up or down. So it's up to you to decide where you want to go.
So, do we go back or do we go north or south?
Hmm.
We went west. We've hit a wall. Now we could turn back.
Well,
Going back
I think we
east
should
or
stick to
going-
the path. I don't think we'd want to get lost in the jungle.
So,
Eeny,
north or
meeny,
south?
miny, mo.
Basically.
Or we let
Alright, we
Julie
go
throw a
south
knife.
We're heading to the south.
It's south. Okay.
All right, so
Alrighty.
we're trusting Julie's dad.
Perception
Yes,
check.
20 man.
Perception check.
Helping
All of
Jen.
us?
Yes.
We follow the
Yeah,
money.
You know, every time I take help from Terry, it's like you get bad rolls. It's like his bad perception is rubbing off on me.
Leveling the playing field.
Oh, now you roll good. Of course, Ken. Oh, of course, Ken.
Okay.
Look what that advantage did for you then.
So, what you basically start to see, maybe a good 30, like not 30, like 25 minutes in, is you start to all just see drawings on the wall of white
Creepy.
chalk. And like not like paintings or anything, but more like just somebody getting bored just drawing a bunch of stuff on the wall. It just looks like a very nice pattern. It doesn't look like it's any arcane or religious involved. But again,
Yeah.
quite a few of these not drawing the lines go like low to the point that they look like they go into like the actual floor, and you start to take away the moss. You start to see that this also involves the pathway as well, as white chalk on a black granite fits well. And interestingly enough, even though, you know, it's mossy and wet and it's been centuries, if not more, the chalk remains almost pristine, as it depicts a small girl, like a small child, running after a dragon that is running after a child that is running after a dragon.
Like snake eats its tail deal?
No, more like it, if the snake would beat the entire the entire square mile, maybe.
Ah.
It's a very, very long loop. As much as you like uncover it, the more it continues. A child, exactly, Callie.
It's like who's chasing who? Is the dragon chasing the child or the child chasing the
Yep.
dragon?
But eventually, going a bit more further, all of a sudden you see a massive granite gate. Like we're talking like 70, 80 feet long and maybe 200 feet wide. That just looks like two solid blocks of granite that have been just smudged together. But you realize that it's actually like that it goes to somewhere. It looks like it's a gate.
We
Nothing.
found the door.
Perhaps. So, a massive granite door that leads somewhere else. What would you like to do?
Kind of looking at this, looks back at everyone else like, do dragons usually make doors to their lairs? I don't. From my experience with dragons, they're usually in caves and stuff.
Only if they're expecting guests.
Oh, do you think that are expected?
You know, us specifically.
I mean, huge gate. Does it look like it's possible for us to open it?
No.
I didn't think
It
so.
would probably weigh a few hundred tons by the size of the
Yeah,
gate. Not to mention how thick they possibly could be.
so yeah, this kind of pointing at this, either a dragon or a giant or some other huge thing that we probably don't want to see. How tall did you say it was? Like how far up did it go?
70, 80 feet tall.
I, I hate to ask, Callie.
I knew you were gonna do that.
I am going to work on a new coat for you. That
I mean,
covers-
get your coat back on, Callie.
No.
No.
No, I don't think I
Come
will.
on.
No.
Come on, Callie. We need that eye view.
You were born for this.
Literally. A fairy.
So if we were describing this door, would we say it was huge or would we say it was gargantuan?
Beyond gargantuan.
I mean, yeah, like 70
Okay,
feet
fuck you.
up.
80, 70, 80 feet and a few, like 100 something feet on each side. It's a massive granite door.
Like, it's huge.
Okay, well, it's a massive granite door, but is there anything around the door? Is it like into the side of the mountain or is it freestanding?
It's in the side of the mountain.
Okay.
As for the surrounding area, you still see the familiar granite path. And the granite is not like, naturally carved. It's like very smooth, like unnaturally so. And yeah, it's still even if you like unscathe the moss, like you just get the moss away, you still see the familiar child chasing the dragon, which chasing a child, with chasing a dragon.
And it leads up to this gate, but
No,
does
it goes go past. It just
it goes past. Oh, it keeps going.
yes.
So this is one door. So we can try to deal with this door, which I don't think, other than getting a the bee. I'm still pointing towards Kelly. Go up.
Coat's off my shoulders so I can fly.
Okay.
And so I go up,
Roll me perception.
bracing for cold.
Roll me perception check.
For...
Yes, what did you expect?
I hate this.
I know.
I'm not seeing anything.
Like
That is
you
about
you go 40
Well,
feet,
straight.
you go 40 feet up and you just start, your teeth start to what's it
Shatter.
called? Yeah, shatter. It's like, fuck.
It comes back down. Rolls
It is-
again.
Okay.
Just
Do
like,
it
Yeah, Callie looks at Moro. Toss me. Toss me. What? Toss me. I said.
okay, so Kelly, do we want to kind of see if there's anything about this other than if, like, we see the doors are made into the mountains? We can just follow the path.
Before, this is the only door I've seen big enough that would let a dragon past, but
Can these be opened?
No,
There
is
there's-
this a button? Is there like
no.
a, looks like a button
Could we
to open
physically
door?
in any way open this?
Investigation. Investigation. Let's see what you find.
I'll do
Anyone
it.
have proficiency in investigation?
Investigation.
I do.
Yes.
Okay, now I'm gonna throw what's it called again? Skill empowerment your way then. We're gonna give you expertise in it.
Oh yeah, Voro.
Rolls are too
Voro.
bad.
Voro. Oh no,
Mhm.
Vorum's investigation. Never mind. Never mind. I was about to say dwarf stuff.
Just
You
masonry,
me
though.
dwarf stuff.
My rolls are so painfully average. Not even average, bad.
Who's getting
Like my last
expertise?
4 rolls have been like 5 and 6. Yeah, 5, 5, 6.
And I forget.
Yeah, I'm going
Who had proficiency in investigation?
Me, but maybe not.
Again.
Me. Don't give it to me.
I
Again.
got a 20.
So, yeah.
I have proficiency investigation.
Roll then. Why you don't roll?
Why you
Just
go
flying
through it?
around.
Because I wasn't looking.
I will inspire Callie again.
Oh my god.
Oh, thank
Really,
you.
What is your inspiration at this point? It's just like, go on,
Listen, Emmy.
do
listen,
something
Emmy,
useful.
Cole.
No, you've just been really mean.
Oh my god. So Callie, you can fly around, you look around. Of course, so the thing that you immediately realize, Callie, is the surrounding area. Not the surrounding, but like the thing that is covering by those giant doors is like dead ass looks like a dragon lair that's just blocked by a bunch of granite. But the door itself looks like it's not fitted properly, as in like it wasn't made like the layer was made with the door in mind. More like somebody put up the door after the fact. Additionally, you do see in the moss, because I assume at this point you just fucking scrape the moss and just try to figure out what the fuck it is. You do see singular, how to say this, in the black granite you see like a imprint of something, of like a necklace of some sorts. It's very hard to describe. It's like a, it looks like a necklace because it has like a wire around in the imprint. But it's not like something special, nothing like carved in it, but it's just an imprint of a medallion or a necklace.
It's just an imprint, like you could sit something in there, or is the necklace actually there?
No, it's like you could
I'm
put
gonna
something.
take out some parchment
Okay.
and like some like charcoal and like do like a rubbing of it
Uh-huh.
and then bring it to the group.
Everybody
sure
roll
will.
me Arcana or Religion, your call.
Let me
Alright,
see.
we're gonna go religion.
I think both of that.
Well, I suck at both, so might as well.
Religion.
25.
Yep.
Okay, you
Both
got
of them.
Oh my god, I'm so bad.
a 25 on religion or
Yep. Religion.
religion.
I'm doing Arcana, and religion is just the same stat, so
Okay.
either or.
I mean, Arcana and religion are two separate things.
Yes, but my stat is still 2 for them both.
Alright, I mean, not bad for just a plus one.
Yeah, that's not bad for a +1.
Okay. So, I
But,
mean, none of you
but
know anything except for Terry. Terry.
Sorry for the ones.
Surprising.
what a surprise! The
I know.
paladin, the meat.
It's,
You
it's
might
because you got advantage because you were a lich for a little bit.
Really.
Wow. Wow. Yeah.
Hostile environment is not like
throw
a
and
work
shade.
environment.
Uh-huh. Uh
Okay.
Give me a second. So, what you basically see is like it's a how to say this? It doesn't look like anything like it's a normal necklace, but then you realize if it's like a perfect imprint,
Right.
there is a slight resemblance of like a head of a dragon in the middle of the necklace, like ever so slightly, like very subtly. Uh, and you, if this is like if this is a dragon, this dragon thing, and the imprint of a dragon, you only know that one dragon has an actual symbol as the dragon head. That, of course, belongs to the metallic dragons, which would be Bahamut.
Oh, that's
Bahamut?
No, well, Bahamut.
forget. Is that the
Bahamut.
really evil one?
No,
Yeah,
Tiamat is
that's the good one.
That's the good
Okay,
one.
okay.
That's the platinum
Not
dragon.
Tiamat. Okay.
Yeah, he's the good one, and Tiamat's the one that wants to destroy everything.
Yeah, like there's every so slight, like very subtle, uh, just signs of it. But besides that, nothing else. The string looks like it's either made of like string or like very thin wire of metal, like gold, silver, whatever.
Yeah. So I take a good like. Yeah, I take a good look at it. I point it out to the rest of the party.
So,
So let's see this here.
this could be like this could be the lock, and we need to find the key. The necklace will be the key to maybe open the door or unlock something.
So, wait, is it an imprint? Like, is it just an imprint kind of area, or is it a?
It looks like an imprint.
Like...
There's no like
There's nothing actually there. It's just the imprint of it that
Wait, so
something
like
can
using
be
the imprint,
fitted.
can I using the imprint? Can I describe what the object that would fit in there look like?
I mean, if you know how it would like you would know how it would look like, but you don't know either the metal nor the color, nor the stuff on it.
We just got
Yeah,
the basic
yeah,
outline of a necklace.
So I got a basic description of it, not materials and so on like that. Can I cast a locate object on what I think it looks like?
What's
then I'd like to
what's
do
the
that.
range?
We're gonna do the full mile, so just cover the entire area.
So,
Very unique symbol, so let's hope.
you realize there's one necklace, maybe 300, 400 feet, a bit below you, behind the door, and then you sense 3 additional necklaces two of them to the south and one to the east.
Right, so I there's one within the store, down, and then there's I can. Seems to be a couple of these dragon imprinted necklaces around the jungle, and including one not just behind the store but below us. Meaning, this is likely the dragon lair we're standing on right now. That said, unless we want to take a risky trip into the ethereal plane, I'm going to assume we're going to want to take one of the ones not beyond this door.
Okay, so
Which one's the closest? Eric's besides like the one.
To the east technically would be closest because you're opposite. Like to the north, you're basically the opposite side of the thing.
Right, so I'll start leading the in that direction then.
Okay.
we should probably
our
get
only lead.
all three because in case.
Only a single imprint here. I doubt there's.
Okay.
Could.
Well, I
but
mean,
that's...
she only found one imprint. Doesn't mean that there isn't multiple that need it.
Perception,
Again,
perception, please.
Again, I'm just gonna help Julie out with this. Not Julie. Sorry, Julie. Again. Actually, you know what? Let's see. Julie's just smashing these perception checks. No reason.
She got
Because we're in a jungle and I'm looking out for bugs.
in the jungle. No, also maybe because you got motivated by yourself or your shadow that you're the coolest. Like, shit. Worum. No. Galley, no.
Oh, sorry. Do you want me to roll as well?
Oh, I went. Oh, you needed me to roll. Oh,
everybody.
Yay! The first good roll I got.
Ali, it's a group project. Come on, you gotta
for
contribute.
perception.
Perception.
Hey.
Okay. So, walking, like walking away from the thing, you see that there's the familiar like drawings. Like the drawings end at the door and then begin again from the other side, and eventually just stop. Uncovering the moss, you still see the familiar dragons chasing a child thing. And then you suddenly start to hear a sound of a stream as there is like somebody made a hole in the mountain in the east. That like has like a small little mountainous area, and from the hole leaks like water as there's this very nice fountain. And you see even more bookshelves. And surrounding the fountain you see drawings in chalks in different colors besides white of a bunch of children and a massive dragon. Additionally, you all find a singular skeleton corpse, half submerged into the running water. From its neck hangs the medallion, and in its back, somewhere where its heart should be, between the ribs, there's just a silver dagger sticking out.
All these silver tags we're finding. Alright.
Silver weaponry, odd choice.
I will approach and grab these things, the medallion and the dagger. In case anything happens, away from everyone.
Like you're going alone?
I'll approach it alone.
I mean, if you want a meat shield, I'm there for you. Don't need to be in Jones this.
Oh
You
no!
want to be possessed again?
Oh no! When you grab the necklace off, you immediately see uh a dark shadow gathers in the skeleton as the skeleton rises back to life. I would like everybody to roll
Panic.
initiative.
Nice.
You're
So
saying
wait,
it's
did I,
undead. Happy sweaty
did I
noises.
did I get the necklace
You
and
got,
the,
you
and the
got the necklace. You pull out
And
the
the blade.
dagger. As soon as you got the things back, you immediately hear the crackling of the skeleton as the skeleton bones from pale white becomes darkened, and there's just this dark shadow, just manifests.
Just
see,
rolling bad today.
I'm visibly confused about how I rolled better than everyone without any modifier.
Because you're Giga Chad.
Terry's determination.
Yeah.
Trademark. No,
Okay.
now watch Gan just smash this roll.
Yeah.
Lakes. And I believe in you.
Give me a second.
Get.
Give me a second. Where's the music? Where's the music? Yeah, it's that. Come on. Let's go with the Witcher soundtrack again, because it's fucking fun. Let's go. So,
Ellie flexing
wait,
organization.
the bot is dead. That's why it doesn't load. Oh my god.
Bot just died.
Yeah, the bot died.
The same thing happened to me in my home game. It takes it a bit because it needs to cool down because we played so much music.
This is not like an old school thing. Okay, let's see. 16. So 16. Where would that be?
Plus 12 and got a 4 on it. Oh, that's
Shut up.
That I'm sorry.
So
Eric.
I think.
That would be after Terry.
Okay, so Terry, you see this skeletal thing just dip its head out of the water and look upon all of you. Traitors. What would you like to do?
Okay. I'm
Oh,
going
Like,
to.
what else is new?
I'm gonna go ahead and cast X on this thing. There's no saving, so this is just
A what
thing that
now?
happens. I'm gonna quick
Hex.
cast
Oh,
Hex on him.
hex. Okay, hex. Okay.
Yes, he's
I'm
a
good
hex
quick
boy.
cast. Yep, and he has disadvantage on intelligence saving throws from now on. So
Cool.
enjoy that. And then I'm just gonna throw in a upcasted maximized psychic lance.
Okay.
Alright, and let's see. I just need to.
Do I need to roll something?
Yes, this will be an intelligence saving throw.
Uh,
I believe so. Yeah, intelligence saving throw.
advantage. What's the DC?
Yep. Your DC will be
I failed.
Yeah, you lose. Yeah.
God damn it! This is so
And
fun.
that means you're incapacitated. 1 second while I roll out the damage. You cannot take an action nor bonus action. That includes reaction. Go on. Sorry about this. It's not personal.
Okay, you just immediately see the fucking thing just like look at you, call you all traitors, and me just fall face first to the ground. Like those you know how you hit someone with a paralyzing arrow in Skyrim and just fucking fall down. That's what happens.
Yeah, 1 second. I just need to grab the damage dice. My spell sheet is messed up because of Windows 11 crap.
Work,
Just need
damn
to
it.
grab the damage.
Work.
Oh goodness, I'm sorry. You look like
nice moving on. You did box me though.
Cease. Oh no. I want to play Darkest Dungeon now. Fuck, dude.
Alright, so that cost me 7 sorcery points to cast that, 3 more to maximize, and that means 60 damage.
60 damage. A psychic or?
Psychic, yes.
Okay, so all of you just see, like, as soon as, like, it falls down, you see it's just, the shadow has, like, a seizure for a moment, and, like, a good portion of it just fades out of its skeleton. Now it's just kind of paralyzed, laying there.
Alright, right. Well, it's its turn.
Its turn. Just
Wouldn't
chill.
Jen go first?
He's
Yeah, what
incapacitated
wasn't
until
Gen
my
supposed to
end
go first?
Wait, oh, sorry. Was he? I've a plus.
Yeah.
Sorry. Eric's monster had a plus 12. I kind of assumed I was the only one that lucked out on that one.
Wait, no. Wait. Okay, let's just say.
Wait, did I? I accidentally.
Yeah,
skipped
I
ahead.
was. Yeah, I
Ken,
was
I
scared.
apologize. Well, now you get to fight
Hey,
the
yeah.
incapacitated one.
Now again. I mean, here's the thing. Again, now you have a. This
I mean, I'm not complaining because I'm just since he's done knocked it down, walking
Yeah.
away from.
like literally, all of you just get spooked, and all of a sudden, it just fucking falls down like a Skyrim NPC.
I just like tucked the medallion into my bag, the dagger down to my bag of holding. I'm just like, thanks, Eric.
Dear's ult. Damn it, Ward, this is so awkward without any music. Shit.
Yeah, no, I feel like the incapacitation and the lack of music really just.
Yeah, this is like less of a combat. This is like time to bully.
Time to bully.
So I'm just like gonna just move back as I tuck the stuff into the bag, and then I'm just gonna have my bow ready in case it gets up.
What? No, just shoot it. He's alive. Just shoot it till it's dead.
Well, I still would have to because I was like right up next to.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. So it.
Opportunity for attack at
Yeah,
least.
opportunity for attack. Nothing happens.
I
The
mean,
skeleton.
yeah.
The skeleton rattles in the despair.
Angry rattling.
Okay, end of its turn. What does it need to do now? Do I roll?
No, it's end of my turn and it ends. Just flat up. No need to roll for that one.
Oh,
At the
well-
end of my next turn.
No. Do I snap out of it or no?
Okay, so at the end of my next turn, he's just out of it.
Okay.
No need to make a check after
nice,
that.
Nice. So he's just gonna try. He's literally just fucking Skyrim NPC waiting to get up. Like when your PC when your Dragonborn gets shouted on, there's like a few seconds where he just like lays there before he stands up. That's literally what's happening. With that, it's Julie's turn. Julie, what would you like to do?
Alright, I will look at the poor pathetic thing just laying there, and I will cast spiritual weapon right above it.
What's your spiritual weapon?
I am going to have my spiritual weapon look like the drama mask, the happy frowning faces, and just have them. And let me see here. That is. Let's see if I can actually get a hit though.
No, I don't think you can really avoid this.
I'm sorry. Do I get advantage on the attack, or is it?
Yeah, advantage. Let's go.
Just these, you know. Does that mean we're gonna have to go to each one of these skeletons and they're gonna?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not against. I'm sure one of the other skeletons will beat my. Okay, I feel bad because I somehow beat its initiative when I have a 0+ to it, and it had a 12+.
Okay, that's a hit.
Rough rules. 29.
This is
casual
so
hit.
awkward because the combat began and just went quiet.
The bot just died. The NPC just froze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is literally a flashback to the first boss battle we had.
Yeah.
Whenever you try to do big boss battles,
Oh, you know what
we're just like, no, we don't want to
Okay.
fight. No.
What I'm literally gonna do is just gonna play the thing in the background while Oh, I cannot. Fuck. Shit. God damn, this is awkward. Where's my
I,
And
guitar?
that would be my bonus action. Is it within 30 feet of me?
Yeah.
All right. I will just casually saunter over, pull out my lightsaber, and stab it too.
Roll to hit with advantage.
Stab.
lightsaber. Fucker.
A lightsaber. Whoa.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who made that connection.
That's a
25.
hit. That's a
And
hit.
I forgot how much do they do again? It's 1d8 plus.
I think it's 2d8
How much?
plus dexterity plus modify. Yeah, plus dexterity plus 2
Oh,
and
the scimitars.
scimitar.
I forgot the freaking lightsaber scimitars we had. I'm carrying like 2 of those things. And I forget.
I think like 4.
I could use a new weapon if you guys don't.
I got so much. We got so many weapons we carry. Okay.
2d8 plus dexterity.
Yeah. Okay. You okay? Oh my god, this is so fucking sad. Because now there's not even music. Moram, what would you like to do as you see the poor helpless skeleton getting bullied?
I mean, yeah, I'll join in the bullying, I guess.
Literally that fucking gif you sent. Like,
Dex plus proficiency plus 3.
Callie, this is a random question, but you have enlarge and reduce.
Yeah.
2d8 plus dex plus 3. What's
Hey,
the
Eric.
damage?
Alex, remember those AoE rules?
yes.
Like, do you think you could cast enlarge on him for a spell on your turn?
That's a hit. Roll damage with sneak attack because you got advantage on it. So go.
Oh, do I? Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's incapacitated.
I didn't even ask because I felt bad. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna.
It's prone. It's laying there.
I know. I feel bad.
I know. This
This doesn't even feel sneaky. I'm just walking up to it and stabbing it in the face.
I feel it looks like such a cool enemy, and it's like.
Okay, how do you
Well, I
want to do
rolled badly
this?
anyway. Oh, no, okay.
Yeah.
That is literally how it happens. Like I literally just walk up to it, look at it dead in the face, and then just like not even this like big dramatic swing, just stab.
Yeah,
Just
I mean,
the sword straight through the skull.
Yeah, you just stab in the skull,
I mean,
and the skull just fucking cracks, and everything just
I
disappears.
feel so bad.
like the skull's in the water, like it's in the water, just looking like it's his turn, and he just goes over and just like just stabs down into it.
Combat over. Congratulations. Good work.
I just kind of do the dusting hands, like yeah, that was easy. I ain't even have to
I
break a
just like
sweat.
this disgusting undead.
You say there's 2 more. Lead the way.
This is literally a repeat of the first boss battle. Just stun him and then murder him.
I mean, we know there's 2. if there's 1, then maybe there might be 2 skeletons. Who knows?
God damn it! Wake up! Wake up, music bot! I need you.
I don't think we do. I think that was
the music.
that was exactly how it was. Just silence.
I think
Zap, zap, stab. Done.
I think the music bot left the server. Not even joking. I have an
It was
option.
like,
Outta here.
I am not here for bullying.
Shut up.
You will not bully me. You will not make me play music.
I will. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, got 1 medallion. What are you gonna do?
Let's head for the other 2.
Like that the entire time they were bullying that skeleton, just Callie in the background, just watching it.
Good.
I
good.
mean, I just literally turned and walked away while Julian walked past me and just stabbed it until it
I felt
broke.
so guilty
It
for
all
that.
happened less than 6 seconds.
It's
Yeah,
it's like,
just like you traitors, like false face flat. That
Yeah, literally.
it's like
Cruel.
I go and I took the medallion, the dagger. It looks up. There's a psychic lance. It drops back down. I walk away. The 2 walk up, stab. Done.
Yeah. And then just Cal in the background petting Borum, just like good Borum, good.
Petting the cat.
Yeah. So, what now? Is it literally you're going to the north and trying to get the other 2 medallions?
Don't know
Or-
why we would need them,
Thought
but
they
you know,
were
if you
to the
insist.
south.
Oh, to the south. Yeah, my bad. No, wait. To the north, because you went south. Yeah.
Directional changes, go bear.
Oh well, whatever. But yeah, I'd say let's go get the other two.
Well, you say that. What about the rest of them?
Well,
I
that's
mean,
what
if it went
said.
that easy, I don't see why not.
We don't know, and again, it could be more than one imprint, like Julie said. It could be, or it could be that maybe not this one is the one that would fit, or maybe
So yeah,
each
wait, good
one.
question. Can we, would this one fit the one we looked at for the?
Well, now you look at it and you realize, yeah, this is a nice little golden necklace with a nice golden string, and it has like uh a symbol of behemoth. But it's all golden, unlike, it's not platinum, it's made of gold. It looks nice. So
Just to be
there's one.
on the safe side, I think we should just go and get the other two. Again,
The safe side, the side that has us fight 2 more undead skeletons.
You
Might-
mean
I
bully
mean-
2 more undead skeletons?
hey, look again. We don't know. Even if this does fit, we don't know if it's going to unlock that door or if it's going to unlock something else. Like they could each fit there, but unlock something different.
Okay,
Right
so what's
then.
the plan? What's the plan? God damn it, bot, where are you?
I guess we I guess we'll go. Let's go for one more skeleton, and if it has the same type of medallion, then we'll just go to the door after that. If it's a different type of medallion that looks like it could fit to a different door, then we'll go for the third one.
I mean, we're going for the two since they're both near each other.
So if worst comes to worst, there's one at the bottom, anyways, near the actual.
Okay, so you're going. Everybody roll perception check. There's not a hex girl. Oh no.
Yes!
Again, you have advantage as per usual.
Now I want to have find a custom artist just to see that happen.
Oh no.
Like, can you make our sorcerer paladin into a hex girl? Yes.
What have you?
What have I done? Something amazing. Nah, I'm not seeing
Absolutely.
anything.
I see.
Commissioning art. God damn it.
Yeah, 20.
Oh my god, nat 20. Again? Making our way towards where Terry says that there's, more signs of stuff.
Gain true sight.
All of a sudden, you see your elf here clattering as you look,
Angry
and
twice.
you see 2 skeletons just fucking bolting towards you.
Are they wearing medallions?
No, they're not.
Well,
Roll initiative again, everybody.
goddamn, I'm like, Terry, take care of these. We need the medallions.
Take care of this.
Terry, do something.
Yeah, just poking me. Terry, do something.
Julie still has her spiritual weapon up, right?
How long does it go? 10 minutes?
Yeah, I think it's 10 minutes.
Yeah, it dissipated, so.
When did it stop being perception checks and became initiative? Because
Oh,
I don't
1
know
minute
who's
anyway.
going.
Because somebody alerted the horde.
But he woke up and he sat down and died. I can't help but.
He woke up, he said traitor, and laid back down.
Yeah, technically speaking here, none of them could actually see me cast that spell. It was completely subtle, just because it's from the list. So from their perspective, I just cast hex, and he just falls down.
Yeah. Just a slight tinge of green as it collapses. Just like, Parahouse is good.
This is good.
Oh, God. God fucking damn it. No music bot.
Agreed. Music bot decide not to work. Do we have more than we have the groovy bot. Does that play music?
No, Groovy's dead. They made sure to kill Groovy.
Like groovy.
Like
Groovy.
Groovy and Rhythm cannot work because YouTube.
YouTube angry noises.
Okay.
Alright, Eric's roll for your skeletal boyos.
Oh
Believe in you.
boy. Oh god.
Just don't get another 4. You got this.
Oh Jesus Christ. Eh. Ooh, shit.
Yo!
One of them rolled a 20, another one 31. So who was going
Fast
forward?
boyos.
Yeah.
Going
believe-
first.
Okay, I probably ended up going first unless Gen was first.
Okay.
Gen
So in that case, everybody roll a wisdom saving throw.
got it.
Oof.
This is not a great roll for me.
Now,
Go.
wisdom save is this a charm? A charm or frighten effect?
Not a charm.
Is this an attack?
No.
Just
Just rolling really bad today.
Oh,
So only Terry succeeded thus far.
Okay.
Goddamn, where's the music bot? Fuck you. This is
I mean,
so
things-
awkward.
if things get worse, you can bring up that soundboard and play some of its default action music. Actually, no. Actually, I can bring that up if you prefer. I can just
Okay.
open up my screen and do that.
Interesting, fun. Everybody except for Terry are terrified.
Roll of
uh,
so it's a
Wait.
frightened condition.
This is a
Brian.
this
yeah.
is a frighten effect.
Yes.
Hold on.
I think the dragon was just like, "Now it is fine," but this is like, "Holy shit!"
So,
Indeed,
Claire,
Uh-uh.
I wish you would have mentioned the frightened thing beforehand because I do have advantage on those checks.
Okay, roll advantage then.
But that doesn't matter at this point because I passed the check. It just
Oh yeah, fair.
Sneaky
Oh,
reference.
yeah, I mean, why do you need advantage? You already passed it. So.
to be honest, like wisdom
Yeah,
saves
I
are
get
not
it.
the ones I expect to make.
Yeah, that's why I was asking if it was frighten or charm because I get advantage also against frighten.
Yeah, roll me with advantage again and then again.
Just
Oh,
roll
I would
again
give-
or roll with advantage.
Roll again.
Just
Okay.
Does everybody just have advantage against fright or what?
well, actually, I have advantage on fright and charm, and then resistance on psychic, and that's about it. There's nothing really there besides for that.
Well,
Yeah, still
that
do.
doesn't matter.
Yeah. So
Never mind. I
So-
just had charmed in.
that's
We're
okay.
good.
So that's one. That was a 31. Anybody got the? I mean, it's also running towards you. Anybody else has a 20 or lower or higher?
20 or lower?
Or higher, because 20 is Tutter, dude. Oh no, nobody. Huh.
Oh, buddy. Yep, you got both
Oh,
first.
Okay.
Skeletal boyos.
So
Oh,
the
dear.
other is gonna run up and everybody roll dexterity saving throw as it fucking vomits out shadow at all of you.
That's very mean of it.
What
Dex save.
is the dex save?
Dex save.
Dex save.
Trying to save you.
Several people are typing and I still have not my bot. God damn it.
All right. Well, I don't think I'm gonna be saving this one, but let's go. 7's not gonna do it. I have a feeling.
No. Oh my god.
Rolls today. I mean, it looks
Okay,
like Julie might have. saved this one.
Everybody except for Julie roll me a con save.
On save. That
Damn,
one.
what is with these 13?
All these lovely saving throws today.
Let's see. Con is
Okay.
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 Con.
Again, roll me a con. Let's go. I'm gonna roll damage. Give me a second. Okay. So
Hold on.
everybody except for Julie
type of
suffer
damage?
suffer 24 necrotic and are also poisoned.
24 necrotic?
24 necrotic and poisoned.
I do have resistance to poisoning.
It's a
Well,
poison effect,
that-
not damage.
Yeah.
And poison damage.
Yeah, but no, like this is necrotic and you are poisoned. You have against poison
I'm gonna-
resistant.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that con was for okay.
Yeah, so y'all
Necrotic can be a
y'all
poison.
poison.
All poisons.
Oh wait, Worm. In that case, with advantage. I'm sorry.
Okay, sorry, I was just checking.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got my
Yeah.
con is not good, but anyway. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
So
So everybody
20
takes
24.
24 damage. So okay, and in that case, who's has the highest after that?
Yeah, we should probably put
'Cause
this in
that's
order
it.
for world.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got confused, so I don't know.
God damn
Okay,
it.
well, I have a 9. Callie has a 7. No, that's a
Yeah, Callie has
7.
17. Me and Ben have 6.
17, 16.
Okay, so
Callie would be first,
14.
then Julie. Julie can go ahead.
okay, so Callie, what do you want to do?
It's my turn?
Yeah,
No,
you're
Really?
first.
Surprise.
Wow. Okay, that's a first.
It's not my fault the skeleton just died. Wait, actually.
Yeah.
So I'm frightened and I'm poisoned.
Yes.
So, because I am scared, I'm probably just gonna do this spell at the. How many of them are running behind us?
No, they're not running behind you. They're
No.
running in front of you, and there are two.
Charging.
Let's
begin,
they're in 10. They're 10 feet apart each other, but they were basically running towards you. Yeah. Oh my
Be glad
god.
Gen spotted them so they didn't get a surprise round. That would have been sucky.
Okay. So, what are you casting? Mischief, second illusion, one time, cross map, oxygen, a magic arrow, use till a turn for
Oh, you.
So you roll d4 then?
Yep.
Two.
Ooh. Why is it
So-
always the flower ones? Okay. They have to roll a dexterity saving throw or be blinded.
They are mean to blinded.
God damn it.
Who would have
I
thunk
tried.
yeah.
Bonus action, cast spiritual weapon.
Oh boy, let's go.
Good choice, good choice.
Good choice, good choice. Okay, and that's it, right?
Yep.
Okay, in that case, then Julie, what are you gonna do?
Part of that bonus action, when you summon the spiritual weapon, you can attack.
Oh, really?
Yes!
You can attack.
It's alive! Finally!
As soon as it said, you get to attack, Callie. Music bot,
You
I'm
get-
ready
you-
for it.
Okay, you can attack.
Yes!
The music bot wanted Callie. That's what it took.
Woo!
No wonder it didn't stop. Callie didn't get a turn. That's clearly what's happened.
That's clearly they're a big fan of me.
Yeah, roll the hit.
You're rolling at disadvantage. So.
Yeah.
I think that only counts for you actually attacking with a melee weapon. You're wrong.
Oh no, that's
No.
that's for poison. If Ryan's
That's poison.
yeah,
Okay, yeah. Oh, sorry, frightened. You're right.
yeah, poison and frightened.
Both of them cause it. If you're trying to attack the one who frightens you, yeah, it's disadvantage.
That's right. That's right. These guys are really spooky, scary skeletons to you, aren't they?
Apparently, they're scary. And they're so scary they made us sick.
So, where's that to hit? Callie.
Oh, what am I doing?
To
Hitting
hit!
him with the weapon.
Oh, I thought I was just
We're-
summoning it.
We're waiting for you
No,
to hit for like 2 minutes now.
Yeah,
I mean, unless you don't want
you
to
can
attack, that's up to you.
you can attack and then you summon it, but
Hold
you don't have.
on.
But just remember
Let's
disadvantage.
see. What do I add to it?
Your spiritual weapon?
Yeah, it's a
Maybe
melee
your,
spell attack.
Yeah,
So do I do my spell attack bonus?
yeah.
to it? Okay.
D20 plus your spell attack.
Okay, so the damage.
Oh, what do you mean?
You have to roll. You have to roll twice because
Yeah,
it's
just,
disadvantage.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Believe in you.
Yeah, you missed. In that case, Julie, what's good?
All right. Oh. And I was frightened too, right?
Yes, you were
Alright,
frightened
and-
about poison. No, she wasn't. She Gee.
Not close. No.
she fucking limbo dodged the spray.
Right. Wait, don't. Do we get to make the save again at the end, frightened, or no?
At the
At the end of the turn.
at the end
Or
at the end
still?
of their turns.
So Kelly can make the save again.
Yeah, but
Oh.
when I'll tell you to do so, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't make it.
Not yet.
I'll tell you.
Do I not roll it? Okay.
I'll tell you when. Okay. So, Julie, what are you gonna do? You're terrified.
So I'm frightened, and I just watched them spray something that poisoned everyone, right?
Essentially, yes.
I'll show them what a real spray looks like and cast prismatic spray at them.
Okay. What? did you-
Yes, glitter spray.
That's going to be a dex save from them. It's not an attack roll, it's just a dex save.
Okay, both of them roll. Dex saves. Let's go. Ooh, 20 and 26.
20 and 26?
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, they're... One of them's just going to pass, the other one's going to pass. So they will take... let's see. The first one will be taking lightning damage,
Uh-huh.
and the second one will be taking acid damage.
Uh-huh.
And that is...
Okay.
11.
So,
Yeah.
one of them crackles, while the other a bit crackles from the acid. They both stand, and I guess that it comes down. Who rolled then? Again?
Okay.
Yep.
I'm casting Lesser Restoration on myself to take away poison.
There. Nice. So, you're no longer
That-
poisoned. Bonus action, nothing?
Bonus action. Yeah, I'm going invisible. Nature's Veil. So I can
Roll me a
turn
stealth
invisible.
check.
Let's see. Plus 2. Oh, wow. That is horrible.
I mean, you try, but you just fucking dive into the moss. It's like, huh?
No, I'm not trying to hide. I'm literally turned invisible.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah, wouldn't he have advantage for the check if he's invisible?
I would if I was attacking, but I use lesser
Like if you're
restoration.
hiding.
So
yeah. So, okay. In that case, Moram, you're up at the final of the board. You're poisoned and you're frightened.
wonderful. In that case, yeah, I will try to. I need them looking directly at me.
They're looking in your general direction.
Would stealthing to the kind of corner of their vision be possible or no?
No. Not to mention,
No, okay.
not to mention you cannot get closer to one of them because
Yeah,
Hmm.
you're frightened, so you cannot willingly move closer.
Are they stood next to each other as well?
in 10 feet difference, but they're maybe from you, Moram, like
Alright.
20 feet away from you.
So I can't stealth and I can't get closer. Amazing. I'm actually looking to see if there's anything I can do. Pretty much no. I will. Who is kind of at the front of our group?
Harry.
Terry.
No.
Can I stand within?
Behind it.
Yeah, no, literally. Can I stand within 30 feet of Terry?
Within, I mean,
Concerned.
you within 30 feet of Terry?
Yeah.
He's next to you. He's like 5 feet
Then,
in front of
okay,
you.
then yeah. So yes, I can then. Yeah. There we go. That's my turn. As a bonus action, I use Master of Tactics. It's the first time I ever used it in the whole campaign.
Ooh.
There you go.
Madman.
From now on, he basically can. I can use a help action to aid him in an attack or a defense. There you go.
No.
Just, I'm behind you, Terry. Just like keep going,
Yeah.
thumbs up. Do good
up.
things.
Alright.
That is literally all I can do. There you go. End of my turn.
And then I guess it's Terry?
It's me. Alright then. I'm going to. We're going to go ahead and burn my single 7th level spot. And we're gonna get a delayed fireball in between the two. And we're going to throw in the extra 3 points it takes to maximize it.
Oh my fucking god. You maximize fireball at 7th level. Fuck. Roll that. What's the damage?
It's delayed cast fireball, but it's basically the same thing here. With no
Yeah.
meaning
You have advantage because I'm stood there giving you thumbs up.
Giving you thumbs up.
Yeah.
And okay, but that doesn't break until my
If you need it.
concentration breaks. However, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a quick cast, and I'm going to bring in my stone walls. I'm going to encase them with the 10 by 10 foot walls. Kind of, I guess you could say, encapsulate them in a dome-esque, with the giant explosion that's just about to go off because I just broke concentration.
Uh-huh.
Oh, they should, they are now surrounded by what I can imagine. Let's see, I could do any bit of math. They don't have to go right up with me. Go. By 10 foot, 6 inches. So they are now, in their direction. They are now surrounded by over a foot stone walls, 10 feet tall. And they make a saving throw of Dex. If they fail, they take 72 damage.
72 damage, Jesus.
They fail.
Okay, one of them rolled natural 20 and the other rolled 11.
So natural 20 of course passes, and 11 fails poorly.
Okay, so how much damage?
72 for a failed save.
Okay, 72. Give me a second.
Okay. What,
Okay.
half or save?
Anything else?
And yeah, no, they just reminding you, they are encapsulated within a foot thick stone walls. So have fun with that bit. That's my turn.
Okay.
You
Top of
basically
the top of
surround.
the round. Everybody roll me everybody roll me wisdom saving throw to snap out of your terrified.
I'm good then.
Okay, and I get to
The same
roll
thing for
with
the
it.
poison.
How tall is the stone wall?
10 feet tall,
10
and
feet.
it's
How
leaning
many?
inward. So there's 10 of them, and they're encapsulating 2 layers each direction.
10 feet tall, right?
10 feet tall, arching inwards. So it's basically a dome.
Oh.
There's no climbing out of this unless they have like unless they break the walls, basically. So
Okay.
they do have an HP pool, I believe. if I
Okay.
remember correctly.
Callie, Gan, you realize what the fuck, they're kind of a bit cringe, and you lose frightened Julie. You're still like, ugh. Morum. You're also, ugh. So have you ever heard of a boiler just almost like exceeding pressure, and there's like just this sensation of like boiling something, like inside of there's like immense boiling and there's like pressure building up. You start to hear like that sound within the walls. That's the end of the first round. Everybody roll con saves. So everybody con save. Vorum with advantage for poison.
Yeah.
This is a lot more
I'm no,
faster, better.
I'm no longer poisoned. So.
And just okay, I just want to clarify for the I managed to grab
Okay.
the HP the wall has. It's 12 inches, 30 HP points per inch, so that's 12 times. So that's about 360 HP
Oh, don't worry, it's fine.
per section
So-
of wall. So there's like 360 HP walls around them, basically.
So no, it's fine. It's fine. Vorum, you're no longer poisoned. Congrats. And all of you just see here within the walls, a pressure is building up. As you look around, you see the light slightly fades, like the color of the light, like of the surrounding jungle area, just kind of fades into grayish and black. And with that being said, Callie, what would you like to do? Eternally screaming.
Well, let's see here. What can I do? I'm gonna
Run
do lightning bolt at the skeletons.
You want to go closer to them because they're domed off in a wall.
Oh well,
You can
no,
fly. You
never
can go
mind.
up and just shoot from down.
I
Start
guess I
artillery
could.
fire.
Yeah.
Artillery fire the skeletons.
She flies over this wall and just
She's
looks down.
They have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Would they have disadvantage since they're stuck within a confined space?
So you're still gonna attempt to do it. Gotcha.
She's up high, flying.
It's flying up over.
Okay.
You should be staying away.
Hey, don't make
Okay.
it too obvious. You can fly up and then go back down a bit. There's nothing stopping her.
Mm-hmm.
Heavy movement, go bird.
Dex saves. Let's go. God damn it. Hi. Okay, 20, 28, 24, and 21.
Sad no.
Yeah, no.
Disadvantage moment.
Yeah, they saved. But I still deal half of the damage to them, so let me roll the 8d6.
Okay, roll damage.
So half of 21.
Okay, 11. Okay.
And then I fly back down so they don't see me.
Uh-huh.
Neck.
What about the rest of you? Now, Julie, what you gonna do?
She's
Julie,
scared.
throw your daggers in there!
There's-
angle
okay,
to
to
throw
put
it.
in perspective,
throw it up.
you closed off 2 shadow beings.
Oh,
You hear
wait.
intense pressure, and you
Yeah.
see
Just
that the
like the way-
surrounding area is losing color. What are you gonna do?
Still have my
I'll let-
bonus action. I still have my bonus action because I have spiritual weapon up.
Okay.
Oh yeah, she does.
So I'm going to try to attack them with my spiritual weapon again. But this time I don't have disadvantage, right? Since I'm not
Right.
frightened.
Uh-huh.
You can only attack one.
Does 13 hit? Guessing no.
Oh.
It was worth a shot.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So
Again,
seeing the color fade from everything and hearing a pressure building, I will. Oh, and I still have fear. So I am going to say fuck this shit, cast confusion into the dome, and run the other direction.
Cast confusion!
wait, can they?
Cast confusion?
Yes.
Both of
That's
them,
like a chart.
both of them legendary resistors. They ignored that.
Oh damn.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Legendary resistances. All right. Good luck with that. I'm already.
fucking Julie. Oh Jesus.
She's got the right idea.
This is literally Julie. Run away! Who else is going? At that point, then it's Gen's turn. Again, what would you like to do?
I believe in you.
So I reappear from being invisible because it only lasts.
Actually, I don't
so
think they
let's
can
start.
see you given their eye line
Yeah.
is completely broken.
Hey, but I'm just saying. So yeah, I'm going to wait. If Callie wants, I'm gonna grab Callie and run like away. If she wants, since she's already moved. So,
Sure.
so I just reappear. I grab Callie out of the air and I take off like behind Julie.
Okay.
We
So,
booking
like-
it. We booking it.
Yeah, you're
I'm like-
liking it. More up.
It's getting-
Vorum's gonna be like, so he's just literally giving the thumbs up to Terry in the front, and then he like turns around to see the other 3 running away. And he's like, I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna turn back to Terry, tap him on the shoulder, and then I'm gonna run away as well.
Okay.
I'm not here to. I just Terry, heroic sacrifice time. Don't worry about it.
Give the thumbs up, I'll walk it off.
Okay. Forum runs away. I assume Patch action run away as well.
Yes. Disengage. Dash action. Run away.
Yeah. Now, Terry,
Yes.
are you gonna crawl inside to see what's good?
Okay, that was not exactly what I thought you were going to say, but let's see. No.
You look around. You see the green moss is now somewhat gray.
Oh, so wait, the plant life around me is like dying, right?
No, it's not dying. Just the bright, familiar coloration. Like everything is all of a sudden losing color. Not like going like dead. No, everything is.
Okay.
The sky. Looking up, you see the sky is losing color from gray to even more
The
gray.
sky is dying then. I'm joking, but
It's
yeah. Okay,
Like that,
losing
everyone's
here.
looking at you.
Question here. Okay, so this is a big forest, right? Big trees.
Yes.
Could I theoretically just take a sword and cut it down if I just used a max smite?
What are you gonna do with that?
Say theoretically a tree just fell onto the dome.
I mean,
Theoretically, it could make it worse or better.
Oh yeah, I don't expect you to give spoilers here. I'll be fair.
Uh,
But my question is, like, by the logic within, like, you know, reasonability, is it a possibility? Like, cut the tree down with a smite.
Yes, but no trees in the vicinity will reach you because you're at the very edge of like the outer ring of this fucking thing.
Ah, malarkey. Alright, well then, if that's the case...
all I'm saying is there's some pressure going on over there.
Yeah.
Don't say. Alright, then at that case, I'm going to...
Go meet Shield!
Go meet Shield.
You can take it!
Alright, well, I'm gonna throw a
Body-
Hail Mary here, and we're gonna
Absorb
try,
the blood.
What are you
we're
gonna
gonna
do?
try, I'm thinking, I think what I'll try here will be a cheeky jerk here. And, as
What are you doing?
I'm gonna cast as my main little action here. I'm gonna twin cast polymorph.
You don't have the direct contact. Like
Yeah,
you
that's
have
a
me
touch.
you cannot see them.
Oh, sorry. I thought you.
No,
You literally
that-
made a dome. Now you're
No, you're right. No, I didn't think about that. You're correct.
Polymorph is a.
Sorry, I forgot the limitations of polymorph in the range category. Thank you.
So
but
what are you gonna
with
do?
that said, then, I think the only thing I really can do at this point is
Book it.
probably
Run
yeah,
like him.
probably book. So with that said, I'm just going to
Book it.
I'm gonna cast Dimension Door and just move about 500 feet away from this explosion towards the direction they're running.
Okay. So, as all of you run away, you all just suddenly hear a massive explosion and a sudden shockwave hits all of you, like slightly, and you see like the pieces of moss just like fall away. Give me a second. So, as okay, I don't have an icon for this, but let's just say, as you run and the shockwave ends and you think it's over, all of you just hear echoing voice reverberate from the same location. You came here to die. This will be your final grave. As you
Final one. Gosh darn it.
Yeah,
You just
that's
hear-
you. You
Terry's
will die.
like,
Terry's like, I don't care. You will die for the last time. Oh no!
He's like, I don't care about dying for the last time. Oh no!
Final grave? Oh, I didn't think about that. As he
yes,
starts
I need to figure out which. Okay.
You just see me like Julie. You're running away. You just see me zap in front.
We're all just booking it, and then we just see like there's
Give me a
a
second.
pop in front of.
Like me waving from
Oh
behind.
yeah, oh yeah.
Form
Okay,
behind.
I finally found the picture. As this creature, about 14 feet tall, starts running after you with a massive glaive of black iron.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, 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 no. Are we still in initiative order?
Yeah.
You're still initiative order.
Which one did
Is it my
Wait,
turn?
I don't think it's
Yes, it is your turn. As you look behind, you see this monstrosity just fucking yells out, and now
I
looks,
cast polymorph on him.
wait, polymorph is
It's 60 feet range.
legendary resistance.
Uh-oh.
Sneaky.
Oh yeah, you got yourself into trouble now. Also, yeah.
So,
Julie,
like, I'm
remember
like,
that certain spell that like burns through legendary resistances?
So, yeah. Anything else you'd like to do?
Still got the spiritual weapon?
you
Yeah,
still got your spiritual weapon.
Spiritual
there.
weapon is still left behind. It's still there.
It's just
Yeah.
there chilling with the guy
Right.
with his glaive.
So you can move it like and hit it behind him to hit him in the back.
Okay, I need to. Where
I
is
don't
it?
know. Let me double check and see something real quick. I can move it. I can move it up to 20 feet. I don't know if the guy is like
The guy.
too far ahead of it.
The guy is close enough for that, but still, roll damage.
Okay. Wait, I have to roll to hit him,
Yeah. So go.
which I already know that's probably not gonna happen.
Believe in you.
No.
Oh, that's not a hit.
Why are the rolls hating me today?
Okay. Legendary action. Piercing charge. Morum, dexterity
Oh.
saving throw.
I don't like this.
Dex save. Dex save.
Dex
Dex.
save. Well, at least it's in my skill set, but then the rolls haven't exactly been great.
The rolls have started to drop for us.
Oh, I don't think they ever picked up for me. I'm just checking my abilities in advance. That's how little faith I have in the rolls. Alright, what do I got?
Okay. You dodge, but
Yay!
the glaive still kind of hits you.
Evasion! Evasion! Evasion!
Don't worry. You get reduced damage, and of course on top of that, evasion.
Means I'm fine. Keep running.
8%. Not 8%. 8 points of magical piercing damage. Are you gonna? Okay. So in that case, now
running.
Julie,
Ah!
Yeah, that's end of its turn. Julie, you want to do anything?
I will whip around and see that giant thing there, and go, "Oh, do you know what the orphan always wanted for Christmas?"
Oh goodness.
It
I
just
thought that would be apparent.
you immediately see the fucking abomination look at you, Julie, and it looks very not pleased.
And that was Kasha's hideous laughter. I need a wisdom save.
Oh.
Legendary resistance. The final one.
The final
We
one.
got the out. Okay, boys.
All right.
You do the
now that
rest.
now that we've burned through that, let's see. Vorum is the closest one to it.
Yep, Warren is the closest. Terry,
Therefore expendable.
Terry, you're quite far away, but you now hear the echo of somebody new.
question here.
Oh,
Well,
no.
let's see. How much movement did he make? He moved and then used his charge.
No, he didn't move. He just transformed, and then he used his legendary action to charge Vorum.
Oh, okay, yeah. So where, like, how far away is he from me at this point?
470 feet away, because you went a full 500 feet away, like you said.
Thumbs up. That's how it goes.
It's how it goes.
How it goes.
So, as I continue to move away, I'll turn around to Vorum. You have my full faith and support. I totally believe in you. Keep us safe.
My, how tables have turned.
Translation: Vorum, I hate you and you are expendable. Please sacrifice yourself.
Hey, Vorum.
But you have inspiration.
Vorum, you have Vorum.
You do?
Just
You have
FYI.
your cat.
Yes.
Eric, I do have a question though. How clear is the area I'm in right now? You said we were close to the edge.
Yeah, you're basically like you're in how to say, you're by the edge of the wall, but you can see in the distance there's like a creature that people are running away from.
I just wanted to clarify that I could see him.
Yes. With that being said, I think it's Genster, right?
Yeah.
I believe
So,
you.
this thing is next. It's right up to Vorm, right?
Yeah, it's about 15 feet away from you again.
Do I want to attack or do I want to create more distance? I'm still carrying Callie.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just let me go. I'll keep running. I can fly. It's fine.
Callie can't fly up. You can fly out of range. Question, Julie, do you want to get more distance?
I mean, I'm all about getting away from this thing, yes?
Alright, I am going to run. As I'm running up to Julie. I'm going to grab her and dimension door 500 feet away.
Someone else picked the spell.
You're gonna do what?
I'm
He's going to
casting
dimension-
dimension door with Julie, and we're moving 500 feet away.
Okay, you
He's gonna go like- he's
you
gonna go like 40
leaving
feet
Vorum
behind Corey.
behind?
I need to
Sorry,
put distance
I have
so
Dimension Door as well. I could take Vorum with us.
Okay.
There
Vorum!
you go. And I need distance so I can shoot. So
Vorum,
I just like dash.
you have your cat that is running with you, but now that you got hit, it stops and hisses at the thing.
No, keep going, cat.
I'm also bonus action turning invisible again.
Okay, so what are you gonna do, Vorum? If you run away, it would be you know,
Get an opportunity attack.
I cannot leave the cat.
Except the cat runs.
I mean, tell it to attack. Remember, this thing was the one that tore up the horde.
Do you think I have any authority? I think the cat outranks me.
I mean, you see it hissing at the thing.
I mean, this guy moves faster than I do, doesn't he?
the cat, yes, but it's standing and fucking growling.
Oh no, I don't mean the cat, I mean the guy.
Oh yeah,
The monster.
he can outrun you.
Can I scoop up the cat and be like, no, no, no.
Okay.
I'll get in a lot of trouble.
You survive.
I mean, I'm gonna keep running. Is this literally like just a straight passageway?
No, you're basically running outside, like in the outer ring. It's like a fucking, like It's like a fucking Olympic track. You're just like slowly just like tilting in a specific side.
But all the sides are like blocked in by the walls.
Uh-huh.
Okay, just check it. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna keep.
Ares
I'm gonna
is
try
bending
and
forward
snatch
into
up
a
the cat and
skeleton
keep
boil.
running.
Uh,
I am looking through to see if I have
Attack-
anything.
attack of opportunity, I think?
Can I use disengage to avoid it?
Yes, you
You-
can.
Then
You
yes, I shall continue.
Okay.
And roll the
You're gonna
bonus
use your cunning action disengage.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you
Just
guys
run and
fucking
dash.
abandoned me.
That way,
To be fair, when I
that-
teleported, it
Okay.
was just a bomb.
Okay.
I'm like looking through my character sheet for a way, but I'm not finding
so
anything.
you could disengage as a bonus, and that
Oh
way
no,
you
no,
still
yeah.
can
Like I can get away and I can keep running, but
You still can move it.
beyond that, nothing more.
Are you oh, okay? So yeah, running. And in that case, Harry, what would you like to do?
Alright, so he's about 400 feet away from me, 400 plus feet, right?
Yeah.
I feel like using some good old distance spells in order then.
Okay, what are you gonna cast?
And I mean, let's keep to my classical favorite here. We're gonna go Psychic Lance.
Okay.
I need to check the range on that real quick to make sure how much I need to multiply this by. I believe it's 120 base. So I'll have to use the 2 distant casts you've allowed me to get away with. Since
Do you even have enough points?
oh yeah, no, by far. I don't think you realize this, but I keep most of my spell slots as as points from the start of every morning. Incredible amount of points.
Okay.
But with that said, yeah. So yeah, all right, yeah. So I'll just if I remember correctly, one of them took it, one of them down. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'll just cast a Psychic Lance with the 2 distances, and I.
50.
Since I'm just trying to put him down here, I'm not gonna upcast it or max. I can't maximize it. I'm distancing. So I'll just cast it at its
Wisdom
its
save,
fourth
right?
level. It's an intelligence save.
Intelligence. Okay. 23.
See, yep, that makes it. He takes half damage.
What is it?
76. So we'll roll. And that's 12 damage.
Okay, 12 damage. Okay, top
And-
of the round.
Actually, no, I haven't used a bonus action or moved yet.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
And the bonus action here. I'm gonna quicken haste and cast that on me.
Okay. And that's
And
it.
that means I have another action, and I still have movement.
What are you gonna do?
And I'm gonna move straight for this thing.
Okay.
gonna- Someone's got to try to actually attempt to go up to it. And
Okay.
I'm just going to use a dash and move 120 feet towards it.
Okay, so now you're about
It's my turn. Yeah.
300 feet away. So, top of the round.
Sorry about that.
Go meet you.
I am going to fly back
No,
and grab.
what do you
No,
mean?
no.
It's
You're
it's
not.
it's the thing's
monstrous.
turn. It's the guardian's turn.
Oh, whoops,
Oh
never mind.
yeah.
And
The monster within you.
Vorum, roll me a wisdom saving throw. Julie,
Right.
roll me a wisdom
Wisdom
saving.
save.
Wait,
it's a
Julie?
frightened condition again.
Julie.
Wait, Julie? You can reach
Oh,
Julie
frightened.
500 feet away.
Not 20.
You both hear in your heads a voice reminiscent of the monster saying, For your desecration of the garden, your sentence is death. Effective immediately. Julie!
That's legit.
You are now hexed, and you have disadvantage for intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws.
Sneaky,
Ooh.
sneaky.
Dang, that
Morum?
thing can reach that far?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You say that as me, who used a spell from just as far just a second ago.
And that's what
again.
is one of its action at Warum. Dexterity saving throw again, and it chucks the javelin at you.
How many javelins does it have? Was it picking him back up?
It's like reappears in
Don't question the guardian of the garden.
I fucking Will is trying to murder me.
like gardening.
Oh
22?
shit! You dodged. You barely dodged. No, not even joking. You just see your fucking mithril just slide like kind of tilt from like one of the blades as it flies past over your shoulder.
He's aiming for like a human's height.
Yeah.
He's misjudging it.
Yeah. As it runs towards you, Warum, and grabs the spear in front of you and looks back at you. It ends its turn.
Wait, he's in front of me now?
Yeah, he runs past you.
Fuck.
Like the spear lands like 10 feet in front of you. He runs in the same time making the spear. He runs in front of you with the spear and just like prepares. With that being said, Kelly! He completely neglected you.
He doesn't.
Focusing on Warum.
Okay. So is he in my like way of getting to Vorum?
No.
No. Okay. So I'm gonna fly to Vorum, and Dimension Door is 500 feet away from him.
Counterspell.
Counter his counterspell.
Oh shit!
Oh,
At what level?
yeah.
At what level?
At 6.
Fuck. Okay, fine. you counter the counter spell, and you all hear the roar as it turns at the runaways. It says, "You cannot hide from me. This garb will be
And then
your
like
grave."
you just see Terry over here.
We know that's why we're
running.
running.
Running at the hasted dash speed
Yeah,
towards
yeah.
this creature.
Okay. In that case, Julie, you're up. You're about what? Quite far away. You see the fucking creature at the edge of your at the edge of like the greenery. What are you gonna do?
Alright, so it's like 400 feet away from us.
450 from you.
Alright. Well, I suppose this is where we have to make our stand. It's gonna keep pursuing us, right? Everyone hunker down. Let's prepare for this thing.
Oh.
Let's see.
Speaking of which, not Warum, Terry from you, Julie, is like 150 feet away from you. He's charging. He's like that scene from The Lord of the Rings. He's like literally charges forwards. Like, let's go.
And yeah, I guess I'll start following Terry, but keep him in front of us.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't. I'm afraid. Alright, so yeah, I'll stand where I am.
Yeah,
No, you can't.
actually,
You cannot
that-
come closer to 30 feet of a target. You're over 400 feet away.
Oh.
You're solid.
Oh yeah, if I can't get closer than 30, then yeah, I'll start walking after Terry.
Yeah. In that case, then goes Gan again. You're in the same distance as Julie. What are you gonna do?
Start taking shots at this thing. This.
Yeah, with disadvantage, roll to hit with disadvantage. Let's go.
Okay. Well, I have sharpshooter, so I don't get disadvantage. And I'm actually casting Zephyr Strike as a bonus action to give me advantage. So 19.
Oh,
19 fucking misses.
19. This is okay. Alright. Try to take another shot. Fuck. Oh, that missed then. so
Nope.
2 shots. That's all. I think I'm going to stay right now where I am.
Okay. So, in that case, it is now Worm's turn. Worm, Callie,
So-
where did you teleport it?
Yeah. What have I just watched Callie do?
Callie,
I grabbed Vorum and we teleported 500 feet away from that thing towards where the group is going.
and
Oh, okay.
here's the thing: only one willing person.
No, you can bring another person for
Willing person.
dimension doors. Were you willing?
They'll lead the cat.
Talking about the cat.
Yeah, Worm. As you teleport,
You left the cat?
teleport out. The cat is missing from your hands.
Oh,
Oh,
shit!
no.
Oh fuck! Oh shit! Oh fuck! So if I continue to run, I also die. Well, so wait, are we?
Give me a second.
we go the
Give
full
me a
It's
second.
fine either way.
You all hear a feral growl. Let's see. Multi-attack time.
Kitty cat!
Miss.
Off-screen mauling.
Oh, nope.
I'm some trouble there.
Miss.
Multi-attack.
Hit.
Yes!
Okay, so okay, so what you see, Worm, as you look at the thing, you immediately see the creature that was looking at you now is like trying to whack something, and immediately as it misses, there's a giant bright brown creature on top of the creature that is now just fucking biting it to its face. Let me show you. As who would have suspected that a nice little kitty is actually were-tiger in disguise? Not-
Yes! Yeah!
Yeah.
Go,
So-
kitty, go!
Go, kitty, go. And that's the end of the kitty. Warren, what would you like to do as you see a fucking 7 feet tall were-tiger just fucking going at this fucking thing? Go, kitty.
So is the verdict of fighting it?
Yeah, they're fighting.
I mean, the rest of us, the party, is going to actually try and fight it.
I mean, there's nowhere we can really run.
Yeah,
We're kind of
that's-
stuck. Like, we
Right.
can keep distance, but there's no really...
In that case, while it's distracted, can I try and enter stealth?
Yeah, roll me a stealth check.
Yeah. I become mildly useful if I succeed. Stealth. 21.
21. Oh, yeah. You go stealth.
Right.
Like, I go charging towards this thing, and then, like, all of a sudden, a shopping mall appears. Terry at disadvantage.
So yeah, I basically sneak off to the side where it's obviously because we're kind of running in a straight line almost. There's not too many places to hide, but just off to the side, so I'm not obviously visible.
Okay.
Yes, and then I will prepare an ambush, I suppose.
Okay, so legendary action. the thing is gonna melee attack the fucking creature.
Don't you hurt the cat.
Oh, I'm gonna hurt the cat.
No, hurt the cat.
It has a plus 20.
Yeah, as it cleaves the cat with his fucking giant glaive, as you hear a breaking of stone of the granite, and then
Good
you
music.
just see a single crash, and you see the glaive picked up, covered in fur, as the creature now looks at all of you. And begins to run towards additional 90 feet. Terry! 110 feet of distance.
110 feet of distance.
Aye.
Alright, so psychic lance with a 120. I'm gonna cast that, but with this time heightened. He has disadvantage on this check.
Uh-huh.
And yep.
And
for
that's
it.
gonna be intelligence, right?
That's a fail.
Oh god. Incapacitated. No.
Oh no. And you said 120 feet, right?
120 feet.
Well, I can dash using the hasted action and move 120 feet.
Okay, you're in front of the thing now. Who Paul? Oh, he has his. Here's the thing. You come closer to the thing, and even though he's paralyzed, he cannot do anything. He assumes a kneeling position.
You don't necessarily have to be on the ground.
Yeah, I know, but like, and you see,
Okay.
even though his body is like stiff and cannot move, his eyes, like his bright orange eyes, are fixated upon you.
I want him to know I did that to him. Yeah, I should probably roll for damage though. Was this just a normal cast, by the way? There's no
Yeah.
crazy here.
So he's just incapacitated, or he's paralyzed.
Incapacitated. It's not quite as
Okay.
powerful as paralyzed. Paralyzed has some nasty extra effects, but
Yeah.
nasty.
So
With that, I have a bonus action left.
okay, what's your bonus action?
And my bonus action, I'm gonna see what would be the best possible. I'm gonna just hit him. I'm just gonna hit him with my sword, with the green blade, quicken.
Okay. Wait, hit
I'm
with
just gonna like
okay. Roll. what-
and using advantage or
advantage. Yeah.
13 plus. Green blade is 2d6. Okay, but we'll roll to hit first.
That's a
Say,
hit.
I would hope so. Doesn't hit. Panic. And alright. Now we roll the 2d6. Green blade. Weapon. Blood damage. And I'm going to smite, just the heck of it. I'm going to throw a 4th level spell slot here and smite with that. Which is... Is he undead?
No.
Not like his fellow skeletal bros. Alright, and I think I did that right. Yeah, okay. It's 43 damage,
Okay.
and that's my turn.
Yeah. And you just see the fear in his eyes as he takes the hit and still says, "You. This garden will be your grave." Top of the round.
He's incapacitated, so goodness, people used up his legendary resistance.
You can't take an action or reaction.
Action or reaction, but a bonus action.
Oh, bonus actions. Alright, I looked into this myself. Bonus actions are included within the action
Oh,
section.
for fuck's sake. Okay.
No action, no reaction, but he still
Yeah, I got
can
annoyed
move.
because I wanted to use that for something like feint death, and I thought, oh, I can still use a bonus action with feint death because it just says incapacitated, and that doesn't say bonus action.
Wait a minute.
You can't do that apparently.
Wait a minute. If you pass the psychic glance, you're immune for 24 hours, right?
Don't think so. No, you're not.
Okay.
That's usually with some rare abilities, not usually spells.
Okay. So.
I'll double check, but no, it's not.
Okay. It's past its turn. Callie,
I know.
what you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
It's the thing. So he doesn't have any more legendary resistances.
Are you more incapacitated monster?
Mm-hmm.
I'm half joking.
Let's see. I have to be touching for that one. Dang it. Screw it. I'm gonna cast polymorph on him again.
Again?
He has to make a wisdom saving throw to avoid the effect.
Wait, again?
Yeah.
When did you cast polymorph on him?
Well, I tried that, and then you
Just
did a
legendary
legendary
resisted it. It's just-
resistance, and I used
Yeah.
that one up.
Drop kicked the
Wisdom,
polymorph
right?
last time.
Yeah, you're like legendary resistance. Last one.
You just like.
23?
For fuck's sake, mister.
A plus 16 on wisdom saving throws.
I'm saddened.
Yes, I know. So,
Nice
anything
saving
else?
throws.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice. All shiny.
Uh-huh.
Alright. That's my turn.
Okay, Julie.
Alright, I will continue making my way towards the creature again.
Uh-huh. You're about 300 feet away.
Alright, 300 feet at this point. There's not much I can do at 300 feet. Let me see. Yeah, there's nothing I can do at 300 feet. So I will taunt it from a distance.
To from a distance.
Do
Yeah.
I mean,
A
you
bow?
just
But yeah, I'll just continue moving towards it. I'll
Okay.
dash.
Again, what would you like to do?
I'm going invisible again. Bonus
Okay.
action. I'm going to take two shots. Should give me advantage. So let's see if I can hit. Uh, 15 plus 7. 22.
22 hits?
Alright. Okay. DH. Slash. 6. 15. $17 damage, one of which is psychic.
Okay. Anything else?
Let's go for the second shot.
Oh wait, just a handy tip. When you're doing advantage, you can just do ADV, short for advantage, and it'll auto do the cross out thing for you.
Yeah, I was trying to get it to do advantage with 2 d20s to get both shots, but it won't do it like that. Just did it for the one. Anyway.
All you would have to do then is just double R it, so like 2.
So what is it? Ooh, gosh, 26. So let's hit. Okay. Let's see. Have a D8 plus. And a D6. 15. $18. So 17 and 18 damage. And I'm going to start. I'm going to go closer with my movement, but also like at an angle, so not straight on. An angle.
Okay.
And that's it for me.
Vorum, what are you gonna do? Oh, he just wrote BRB. Terry, what are you gonna do?
No, I'll give him the honorable death of repeated smites in the face.
Uh-huh.
That's appropriate.
Okay.
Also probably the cheapest way to actually kill him.
Uh-huh.
But to make sure, you know, I kind of want to restart the Psychic Lance knockdown. I prefer him like this.
That's
So
not
I'm
how
gonna
it
cast
works.
You can cast it again, can't you?
Yeah, but it's gonna, the effect of it's gonna end.
Okay. Alright, so with my main action then, I'll hold reaction Psychic Lance, cast it after my turn's end with Titan spell on it. Fair enough. And I guess with my I guess with the exit action, I'll just do a good old normal hit. Let's see this.
Wait. If you want to hold action, you gotta hold your turn. You can't just be like.
No, just your action. It's an action hold. Takes your reaction and your action, but it's still not your whole turn.
Okay.
Right, 18.
Okay. It misses.
Yeah, I had a feeling that one's gonna miss. And I saw bonus action green blade here, and it'll be the last good I can do. Yep.
Okay.
Maybe.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
Alright. I'm gonna do myself a favor here and just copy paste what I did beforehand.
You're in so much trouble.
I know. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you don't get it. I hope I hope your Psychic Lance saves you.
Really do hope it does too. Alright.
50. Oh god, yeah.
That's nice, yeah.
You shank it in the fucking gut and it starts to bleed profusely. Anything else?
No, that's my turn. And,
Okay.
And that triggers Psychic Lance.
Legendary action.
You expend
Okay,
all of
you
his
sneaky
legendary
butt.
actions?
Legendary action recharges once per turn. Yeah.
It's not
So-
legendary resistances.
Yeah, legendary action. Does it need to roll intelligence, right?
Oh, wait.
Because
Let
you're
me
gonna
choose
say.
Psychic Lance or not. You can roll for it no matter what, but I'm assuming you wanted legendary reaction in between the reaction and my turn ending. I thought you were pulling a sneaky.
No, legendary action is gonna happen after your turn.
Yeah, no, I ended my
and
turn.
fifth.
So I said my reaction after my turn. What's your reaction? After my turn, what's your reaction? I assert dominance.
17.
And that misses.
So he's no longer affected by your thing.
No, it automatically ends. I wanted to clarify at the end of my turn. If you're talking about for the saving throw, that fails.
Oh, that fails.
Yeah, and you have disadvantage on it, but that doesn't matter because
How does it have disadvantage?
into hiding spell. Remember? Said I
Again?
was hiding it.
Terry, are you doing it again? You didn't say you're gonna do it with Hayden.
I mean, look, I did say that, but it doesn't matter.
He did say it.
Okay. Well, in that case, Taho's turn. Passes his turn.
Alright, with that said, okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, Worum. You're
I
back.
don't really want to do damage though.
Worum.
Yep.
I'm guessing you wanna go closer to the thing, right?
Yes. How fast can I travel while staying in stealth?
1, 2, 3, 4, 25, 50. 50 plus 75 feet, because you can use bonus
Oh, then yeah,
action.
I'll do
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Staying in stealth.
Uh-huh.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like
Another
no
round.
long range abilities.
Skip's turn. Then of course goes Callie.
Whose turn? My
Callie.
turn?
Yours.
Alright, I'm going to fly up and cast Lightning Bolt at 7th level.
Okay.
And
Sneaky, you
then
got more than one 7th level.
he has to make a dexterity saving throw, which I'm pretty sure
Automatically
he's going to use
fails.
his legendary
No.
save.
No.
Yeah.
You do know
Auto
that
fails because he's incapacitated.
he already...
Oh, he's still incapacitated?
Yes.
Yes! Make a dexterity save.
He automatically fails because he's standing still. He can't move.
Yes! Okay.
Also, love
It's
the
going
fact-
to be 12d6.
Nice.
I mean, he's incapacitated. He can move. He just can't do an action or a reaction.
Oh no, he cannot
50 damage!
do damage. Cool.
Some spicy damage.
Yeah. So, okay, let's see. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay. Anything else, Callie?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Then goes Julie. Julie, you're about, said you use your full action. 240 feet.
240?
Yeah.
Alright. I will move forward the 30 feet, putting me... Oh, 2. Shit. Okay. Movement and action to keep getting closer.
Okay. 180 feet. Cool. Again.
Yep, same deal. Reappear and disappear invisible, taking a shot with advantage. 21. The first shot. Eight. Should I really copy and paste this into losing? Oh shit, I did put the plus in there. Okay. There's the damage for that one. Second shot.
Misses.
Okay.
Borum!
And
75 feet closer. You're about 50 feet away. Hello?
Could I?
No. You're 125 feet away. 75 feet would be your bonus action,
Right.
reaction, and your movement speed.
Then yeah, do that.
Okay. With that said and done, then goes Terry. The damage of the lightning roasted him. He is injured, but is still alive.
This guy just keeps taking it. What is he made out of?
I mean, the fact that you spent 2 rounds running away from it does not.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But like I was saying like this, like even with the extra spell slots, I'm gonna run out of smites before I get to actually kill him.
Hey!
You sneaky.
Here you go.
Alright then. Well. I have to keep him down here. I can't afford to let him get out because he's going to wreck the entire team if he does.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to save the action. Main action here. Psychic Lance, heightened spell. He's gonna achieve one of these, and he's just going to be so pissed with me. He's just gonna wreck me. I'm just
Okay, legendary action at the end of his turn. You get him the thing, and he rolls.
Heightened.
For two.
I do want to say that I still
Yeah, no, he fails.
turn. I've yet to finish my turn.
Oh, okay. Okay, then
It's
disregard that roll then. Okay.
yes. Just remember it's with disadvantage because of heightened.
Okay, so.
But yeah, okay. So with that said, I will grab. Training still move 2 or 3 points, but yeah. I will. I'll just use the normal hasted attack, and we'll roll to hit here. Forgetting I can just be.
That's a hit.
Right, and might as well throw my second last 4th level spell slot at this.
What? Wait, you're attacking? You said lance.
Yeah, no, I'm holding action lance, but I'm hasted, so I have another action to hit once, and then have.
Yeah, you can hit again if you want.
Just can't cast a spell with it. I can use smite after hitting, but I can't cast a spell with it.
Yeah.
Right, and that is this. Thank you, Callie. Emotionless disposal there. Right. And it's just so. And then we have the. And I think. It. 5. And.
Okay.
So he's probably gonna bite me in the butt later, but I'm going to. No, I'm gonna call it there. I gotta save some resources for whatever's in that darn situation there. I'm not using the bonus
Legendary
action
action at the
anyway.
end. You gonna cast? Let's see with disadvantage. Okay, 10. He fails again. He's still alive. Top of the round. Does nothing. Callie.
I'm gonna cast lightning again.
Roll damage. The same story. 29.
5th level this time. Okay, so it'll be 10d6. Takes 30 damage.
Okay, it's still alive.
Oh my gosh!
Yes.
Guys, bulge.
Oh yeah, what do you expect?
I don't know. I'm debating whether he's still mortal or not.
I mean, he hasn't spoken, but he's still alive.
Because his brains are fried.
Oh, don't worry.
I'm glad we chose to run away at first. I feel like that was a very
Yeah. So
thing.
I have a simple question then. Anything else?
Okay. I want to kill this guy.
You still have that spiritual weapon?
No,
I
I think
mean,
I
you
did, I think I got rid of it when I did the counter spell.
No, because
No.
that
No? Okay.
no.
All right, and then
No.
I guess I will hit it with my spiritual weapon.
Hit. Hit.
So 1d8 plus my spellcast.
This combat round has just been us desperately trying to keep this guy from attacking us.
Rolling die already, die!
Why won't you die?
Why won't you die? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Spellcasting ability modifier. Is that just my charisma modifier? Or the spellcasting ability modifier? Is that just my modifier?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why won't you die?
It's literally just Armstrong and Beast.
Or PTSD flashbacks. Come on. Okay. Julie, 180 feet.
All right, I'll close the gap to 120 now.
Hell, you were just running. It's like, aha, we're away. Oh no, Terry,
like we
fuck.
I feel like we should have probably better gauged how far we should have teleported away.
Okay, again.
Alright. I'm stopping. I'm going to drop my bow. I'm going to pull out my heavy crossbow.
Oh shit.
If I can take a shot, you know, do the invisible thing. I got one last time to do that. So give me the advantage.
Literally, Cherry right now is.
Miss.
Oh damn! All right, my extra action to reload. So that's
Yeah, I have a
it.
question here.
Yeah.
What's your stat modifier for that?
For what?
Like, do you use Dex? Do you have Strength? And if so, what?
Dex. It's Dex. Range weapons are Dex. But yeah, that's me. I have to use my extra action to reload. So another volt.
Yes.
Yes, true. So, again, your end of the turn. Vorum, 50 feet away.
Okay.
Dash, sneak attack. Just.
Can I do that?
Dash, sneak attack, yes.
Thank you.
Roll to hit with advantage.
Yay. Oh god, I actually closed my character sheet.
Also, Callie, I suppose you never moved the, you never moved the alarm, right? Okay.
And she's just been above him, shooting down.
I've been up at him shooting lightning.
Okay.
She's just been playing. She's just been playing Zeus this entire.
Okay.
I have been doing that.
Damage plus sneak attack. Let's go.
45.
Yeah.
How do you want to do this?
Fucking.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
For the kitty.
Go in for the kill.
I said go for the because of the kitty.
I
For the
require your
kitty.
limbs.
Why are your limbs?
Take its legs off.
Can I take his legs off? Just for the meme, can I take his legs off?
I'll do you one better. You fucking cut him in half.
There you go. Vorm just does
Fucking
one. He
finally.
runs out.
Jesus Christ.
Finally! Oh my god!
My role in that was run away, get teleported away, run back, and make one attack. Yeah!
Hey,
Kill steal. Okay, but
hey, this was
Bloody Harry over
this
there.
was a
Okay.
combined effort.
okay.
Everybody was
But in all reality, as you fucking pierce the fucking thing, as it falls to the ground, half of its torso missing, he just says something in Draconic. Does any of you know Draconic? Like two of you, Terry.
Yes.
Not the rest of you. You're far away from.
Yep.
I do not.
Okay,
Sorry.
and he just exclaims, "Bahamut, forgive me," as it perishes. And as soon as it perishes, it starts to disintegrate. But it's time. Fuck. Yeah, but in reality,
Yeah.
Vorum, Terry,
Mm-hmm.
you faced one foe before, where after killing it, you feel the same familiar power course through you.
The
Because,
music.
congratulations, you killed a god.
Oh.
Yay! But
we
also, I
all
feel like I
do
don't
this?
deserve it.
We
Yay!
all become.
No!
How dare
you! Melee rage!
Wait, how only Vorm and Arrow?
So,
called so much lightning!
I mean, yeah, Callie did cause a lot of the damage.
oh boy, but yeah.
Like a half. Like wait, no, move Kelly to Mythic level 1. Like even if it wasn't a full thing, like Callie's
No,
one Mythic
it's
level
not.
down.
It's not about that. It's about the range. The power absorbs to the nearest individuals,
Oh.
and you're the
I'm
ones
up
in melee.
above him!
No, you teleported 500 feet away from him and casted lightning bolts with no movement towards him.
So it was me and
Terry.
Terry, did you say?
Because you're both in melee ranged.
I feel guilty.
Hey. Hey. What can I say? It happens to the best of us.
Vorum should kill Steel more often.
Oh, yeah,
You sneaky little.
but yeah. The champion of Bahamut is dead, laying on the floor, and now slowly but surely disintegrate into nothingness. All remains
Fuck you! I kick him in the head.
all remains are his massive shoulders, its breastplate, and its glaive, and of course the skeleton of
I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who here wears heavy armor.
I mean, I would. Yeah. I shouldn't be wearing this chainmail, but I am.
I mean, it's
I go in search of my cat, but I think we should stop there, session-wise. But yeah,
yeah.
Vorum will search for the cat.
The cat is missing. The cat is gone. Where
Must
you see-
find.
Where you see the fractured, destroyed moss, the fractured granite, a bit of blood, and nothing else.
Oh goodness.
But yeah,
That.
I'll trade my power for the cat.
beast.
you got exactly 20 seconds to say whatever you want before shutting the stream down.
Oh, that was a lot of smiting.
Pissed.
I don't know what our combat ability actually is, since our tactic is just stun the enemy and then beat the shit out of them.
I know!
Sorry, that is all I.
I mean,
I mean, it works, but
if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
in actual battle, no idea if that will, we will stand up.